4, 3, 2. Here we go. Good evening, everyone. We're here with the best of the best here with the Daily Outburst Talk Show. We got Tina, we got Nally, we got my co-host, my beautiful Lashayna. We got Brina in the house. She was missing last week and so forth, but she's back right now to state her views. She got some things on her mind right now that she definitely wants to let out. So, excuse me. I don't know what's going on with my throat tonight and so forth. So, but forgive me. But anyway, welcome, ladies. How's everyone?
Good.
Good.
Awesome.
How's Tina? I know you're the Tina was a little under the weather, so we want to wish Tina happy recovery. Hopefully, she'll get
Yes.
better. Tonight, everybody pray for her tonight and so forth. So tomorrow she can wake up cussing people out at her job. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Don't cuss nobody out. So Natalie, what's up? How was your day?
It was good. I went to work. That's it.
I like the camouflage going on. Who you ready to fight? What's going on here?
War, that topic. I'm real nice. I'm ready.
That's what's up.
I didn't get to read. I didn't get to read what you wrote, but once you guys talk about it, then I could kind of catch up and just give my opinion from there.
Well, basically, here's a simple topic, and I wish and I hope some men can chime in tonight. And if they want to actually join, please DM me, and I can go ahead and send you the link where you can actually come on live with us. Men, if you're out there, please, by all means, I can definitely send you the link. We can actually have up to, I think, 10 people live with us. So any man out there, please, I need your help because I'm the only one out here and I need the backup, please. But yeah, we can have more men or women. If anybody else wants to chime in, I can definitely send you the link and you can actually come on live. But our topic, wonderful topic here. Let me see, can't do. Okay. We got a man here. Oh shoot, we got Vaughn. Let me send Vaughn the link real quick. Oh shoot. Yes, sir.
Vaughn, sure he want to step in the den.
Vaughn, yeah, boy, Vaughn coming in.
The dungeon.
Okay, Vaughn want to come in the dungeon because he might be a little pop-up.
He better be ready. That's all.
Vaughn, let me tell you right now. I know you've been listening, but don't let the pretty faces fool you over there now. These women here, they ruthless now. They ruthless. So get ready.
I'm a little kitty cat. I ain't ruthless.
Let me get Vaughn in here. All right, Vaughn, I sent you the link through Facebook. All right, we got a man up in here, and I hope you can continue this every week, Vaughn, because I need more and more men out here listening to us here. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so the topic, wonderful topic. One of the topics, main topic is, do men and women have unrealistic expectation of each other when dating or in marriage? All right, we're going to go one by one here. Let's start with Shayna, because I know Shayna here. She ready. Let's go.
I think that men do have unrealistic. I think they do. I don't even think they realize it though. That's the thing. You know what I mean? I think that they feel like we supposed to do everything in a relationship while they cook, clean, wash clothes, attend to the kids, go to work, still pay half of the bills, still try to be in a sexual be aroused, be sexually aroused. That's not how it works. You know what I mean? That's not how it works. Like, we get tired. Actually, after we do all the cleaning and looking after the kids, our bodies and we mentally shut down.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nobody trying to lay up. Like, it has to be things have to be like kind of put like in order in a sense. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I think I don't know. I just feel like they just really, really just expect too much. And then it's like, even with them, even with us, me personally, I try to look at things from both perspectives as far as like, okay, if he worked, and depending on what kind of job he has,
Mm-hmm.
but if he works and stuff, I try to take a consideration of would I, I don't want to ask him to do certain things. You get what I'm saying? I know
Okay.
he may be tired too, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. It's crazy out here. I don't know.
Here we go. I got my man Vaughn in here. BB
Hey,
and Vaughn.
Vaughn.
Vaughn, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear y'all. Hey, ladies, how y'all doing? What's up, Win?
What's
How
up,
you
baby?
doing? How
Hey.
you doing?
Yes, sir. This is it. We got
Yeah,
two more
I'm in
men.
the
I need
building.
2 more men up in
I
here.
need some more men on here.
I'm here. What's good? What's good?
This is
Talk
gonna
to
be
me,
good
ladies.
tonight. So Vaughn, yeah. So
Yeah.
our main topic is: do men and women have unrealistic expectation of each other? You know what I'm saying? So, for instance, like, what do you expect from a woman? You know, when you're first dating a woman. You know, I'm not talking about just taking them out on a date and so forth, but as far as like a relationship is concerned, what do you think you expect, or what men expect?
That's a great question. You sure you don't want to let the ladies go first? Because they might not like what I have to say.
Oh,
No, we
Okay,
want
so
you
y'all,
to go first. We
so
yeah,
we
want
can,
you.
baby.
Yeah,
so we can rebuttal. We can do the rebuttal.
yeah.
Go ahead, Vaughn. I need you, man. Come on.
Okay,
Let's
so
do
to
it.
answer the first question, as far as yes, on both sides, men and women have over the years developed unrealistic expectations when it comes to dating, relationships, and even marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Most definitely. What was the second part?
No, basically, what as far as you, what do you expect from a woman?
Um, Respect, femininity, cooperation, friendly, just a woman that's capable of following a man's leadership and understanding what that looks like without feeling like being submissive it equates to slavery. Because I think a lot of women, not all, of course, not all, feel that being submissive is like slavery and they have no life, they have no freedom. When
Go
I,
ahead, baby.
I'm sorry.
No, continue.
Now we listening.
But in actuality, the women who know what submission is and who understand that, they know that they control a man unknowingly. You know what I'm saying? They control a man if they're in their most feminine self. They're not giving off masculine energy and trying to run things and just learning how to cooperate with a man and being on his program. I think
Damn.
that's pretty much, and trusting in his leadership and not undermining his leadership because of things that may have happened in the past or their past experiences. And I understand that too. But yeah, I'll stop right there, OG.
All right. Yeah,
Okay,
baby.
well
I see a lot of faces. Go ahead,
let
brother.
me tag team on this. Now, Mr. Vaughn, I would not disagree with everything that you have said, but women such as myself, and I'm sure my other colleagues will agree because we kind of pretty much agree on the same thing. We as women have no problem with being submissive to a man if he's worthy of it. We have no problem with following our man if he is leading us properly. So if you are doing what you're supposed to be doing and the woman is comfortable with that and trusts you with that and know that you're leading her properly, it's not a problem. You should have no problem. Now, if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing for your woman to be submissive to you, I get, the coming off masculinity and things like that, but a lot of men seem to take when a woman is expressing herself or telling you how she's feeling, some men like to take it as an argument. And that's not what it is. How is it an argument? Because just because you don't like the way I'm expressing how I'm saying it, but are you taking in consideration what I'm saying for us to get an understanding? So you have to be on the same page. Communication, honesty, love, and affection. Don't be afraid. Some men, let your guard down. It's okay to cry with your woman. It's okay to say, hey, I never did this before. I never felt like this before. It goes both ways, and it can be done, but both have to be on the same page.
Okay, I got something here, but y'all might come at me, but I don't care. Okay, but I understand what Vaughn is saying, and I'm going to piggyback on that. Okay, but the woman has to show that type of trait. You know what I'm saying? Has to show that's I wouldn't say submission trait, but if I meet you and you're out in the street, all I see on Facebook is you holding a bottle and putting your booty out and so forth like that. So my thought process would be, hey, I just want you for sex. You know
Of
what I'm saying?
course.
So it has to that
But
picture has
why?
to
If
be
that's not what
shown.
you're looking for. If you
No,
have
no,
a
no, no.
problem with what you saw, you shouldn't even be approaching her because
I
that's
got
not.
her, OG. OG, I
Okay,
got her. Let me
go
get her,
ahead.
OG. I got her.
What you got? What you got?
Ah!
Come
Woo!
on.
Ah!
Come
Hold on,
on,
hold
come
on.
on, Hoppo. Come on,
Here we
Hoppo.
go.
No, no, no. I listen. Let me just say this, OG. By no means am I here to bash anybody or whatever. I'm here to learn, as well as give my perspective, and I hope this can be a fruitful conversation. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? So I respect everyone. I respect
Yes.
everyone's opinion, and you are right 100% on that, except for the part where now I will say this. Yes, there are men that can't communicate worth a damn. They take everything as an argument.
Yeah.
They are not emotionally intelligent. They're not emotionally responsible. They just, I don't know, for whatever reason, they just can't communicate. That's the case on both sides. So I will say that. But as far as what OG was saying, yes, how a woman, a man and a woman, but how a person presents themselves dictates how they're going to be treated. I mean, I don't know why that's gotten lost over the years with our people, but how you present yourself is going to determine how a person approaches you. So if you dressing like whatever, then you can't get mad if a man approaches you
Whatever, like whatever,
or
exactly.
whatever. You know what I'm saying? The
Oh yeah.
same way you see a dude with his pants all half down off his ass, he can't get mad of a woman, or not even that. If a man flashing money and just being extra flashy and being extra, whether in person or social media, he can't get mad when a woman is just trying to get him for what he got. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? It's the same thing on both sides.
Oh yeah. Boom. Natalie, you've been holding your tongue, biting your
Yes, I
tongue
was
right
going to
now. Go
say, let
ahead
my
and
girl
come
jump
on,
in here.
Natalie.
Let my girl jump in
Tina,
here.
you next. Go ahead,
So,
Natalie.
as far as expectation goes, I think that a woman's expectations of a man, some women can be out there, but the basic woman wants the same things, right? We don't want to be we don't want to be this is not 1980s, 1970s, okay? What I am experiencing now is that men want women to be submissive while paying bills, while doing the same things that a man does. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna get submissive from that woman, especially from a woman that's been doing it by herself all the time. So now I'm doing it by myself now, and then I take on a partner, and then I still have I still have not all of the responsibility, but half of the responsibility. You still want me to be feminine. You still want me to cook for you, clean for you, take care of the kids for you. You still want me to be a freak in the bed and all of this stuff like that. And and all you're doing, all the man is doing is literally going to work and coming home. How are you expecting a woman to be submissive to that? Because in my eyes, I'm still holding it down. Like I feel like I'm still single with a partner. And I shouldn't feel like that. And if I'm gonna still be single with a partner, then 9 times out of 10, that masculine energy is gonna flare up sometimes, because I can't respect the fact that you as a man is is having me pay half of everything, or however, or you want me to contribute to something, however, and then all you doing is going to work and coming home. That ain't that I don't know. I that doesn't make sense to me. So as far as the expectation goes, I think that for a man, that's the wrong expectation to have of a woman nowadays. If you I don't have no problem being submissive, even though I haven't been in a feminine role in a while, because I've been a single parent and I haven't been taking care of everything by myself. But I have no problems being submissive at all. But I'm not going to be submissive and I still have to pay half of everything. That's a damn lie. I got
Well,
bills.
submissiveness can work both ways now.
Yes, but
You
what I'm
see what I'm
saying
saying?
is, no, but what I'm saying is the way the expectations are of what a man wants from a woman nowadays, they want it back. They want it how it was back in the old time days. I mean, you
Okay,
can't do that.
It ain't gonna happen.
let me ask you this.
Yeah. Go ahead.
With that. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't want to cut nobody off.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay, so with that logic, right, Ms. Natalie, if I got that right.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just say, okay, men want things back how it used to be in the 80s, 70s, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you a question. Is that what worked for our grandparents, our mothers, our elders? Did their relationships tend to stay together longer in that time
I would say
versus
yes.
how things are now?
I would say yes. I would say yes. I see a lot of older people that have been together for years. And I'm not talking about 2-3 years.
Right.
I'm talking about 25 years, 40 years, because they had an understanding that and then just think about it. If a female is allowed to not have to worry about the bills and not have to worry about how stuff getting paid. Do you know how much this female can act in her feminine, so-called feminine energy without having to worry about how she gonna pay? Like just the other day, I was talking to this guy and I was complaining about my bills. Now, everybody complains about bills, but I guess he took it as if I wanted him to help me pay my bills. I have no problem asking people to help me pay my bills if that's what it comes down to.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody complains about bills. But if I'm worried about my bills, how am I gonna be in a mindset to please my man if I'm worried about my bills? Where in my mind, how am I gonna de-escalate from that to be able to serve you in a feminine energy, right? When I go get my nails done and my manicure and pedicure, I'm doing it for myself, not for anybody else. But it's not even relaxing. It's not even something I enjoy anymore because I'm not I'm not being able to display it for anybody. Does that make sense to y'all on the panel?
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. You
Yeah.
saying I get it. I get
know,
it exactly what you're saying because you're doing everything for yourself.
I want to be feminine. I want to dress up. I want to do my nails and I want you to prance me around or whatever you want to do. But how can I do that if I'm worried about the bills? I'm worried about how stuff gonna get taken care of. I gotta pay this. I gotta pay that, and then I gotta serve you too.
I'll tell you how.
How?
I can tell y'all how if y'all wouldn't listen. Oh, do you listen?
Go ahead.
Please enlighten me.
Go ahead, baby.
It's a really simple solution. And I'm gonna touch on a few things that you said, but it's a really simple solution. It's first of all, what you said earlier as far as when I find a man, then I can be feminine and be submissive.
No, that's not what I said.
Okay, well, something to that nature, to where if you find a man that's capable of being a leader, then you'll be submissive, right? Something to that.
I said. No.
Repeat
okay.
it.
Okay, well, I'll let you.
What I said is that I have no problem with being submissive. That's what I said.
Right, but you said you haven't been submissive in a while.
I said I haven't been in that role. I've been in the role of being a single parent. I've been in the role of having to provide, having to
basically doing everything. She does everything herself.
So that's the role that I've been in it.
So it's like right.
Most people, right, Vaughn, most people would consider that role as a alpha role because I'm taking on all the responsibilities of a man.
What a man should be doing.
What a man should be
doing. Taking out garbage. Just doing the thing that you gotta do. I'm in the same position.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
right now in this society, there's a lot of things going on. Number one, it ain't the same like it was in the 50s. Okay,
Right.
majority of the time, yes, the man was out there doing what they supposed to do, but then all of a sudden, back in the 60s, back in the 70s, the women wanted equalness. So they wanted jobs. They wanted this. They wanted that. So all of a sudden now, those jobs that we had, of course, the woman want too. So you have to put that in perspective. Number two, back in the 80s, there were a lot of young men and women having babies. Okay, so now they're in their 30s right now. They really don't know anything. So you can't. The mother and the father can't really teach these kids on how to provide solely or provide for just one, for a couple or for a marriage and so forth. So that's that. Number three, too, a lot of women are putting men and women on child support. So when that child support hits, okay, no, listen. When that child support hits and, okay, the breakup is, they break up and everything. So when that child support hits, what money do you have left on try to go and provide for someone else? Do you understand? Do everybody understand what I'm saying?
Don't make
I
that.
get
Yes,
it.
but you
You know what
have
I'm
to
saying?
understand what
Don't
you
make
said.
extra money.
How that look at why those trends have changed over the years. Like back when our grandparents, like I'm gonna say my grandparents, back then men worked, the men paid the bills, the women bared the children and took care of the children. The man brought the check home to that woman because he knows she was providing everything. So that man know what to do. But then going on when you saying men and women want equal rights because men getting paid all this money and they want all these expectations from women, but then when women expecting certain things that a man should be doing, they don't want to do. So that's where the equalness, we feel like, okay, well, if you got to meet me halfway. You can't be up here and you want me to stay down here. It's either we gonna be here together or somebody gonna be up and somebody gonna be down.
But we
so
can.
Over the years of what people have accepted and learned and see what they want and what they don't want, that's where the trend comes. Like with the child support comes from the man not taking responsibility for what he has done.
Not
Not all the time.
Not
Not
all the time.
True.
It's out of
True.
spite.
True.
Not all the
Based
time.
on how the
spite.
relationship ended. You're right.
Is
Based
right.
on how
It all
it
depends.
ended, I would say that. But you have some men that feel like, first of all, if you know that's your child, you're responsible for your child at the end of the day. Whether you're on child support or not, you still have to take care of your child. A lot of men need to stop saying, well, she get child support. Okay, $400 a month, what that's supposed to do for your child? When they need other things. So you don't want the child support, let's do this together. See, again, it comes about communication together on the same page.
Right, but then when the person on child support want to, let's say I want to date Natalie, or I want to date Tina or something like that, right? I want to be with this particular person, all right? Now my money is cut drastically by 20-30%. So when the woman wants this man that's on child support to be the sole provider, they really can't.
Why?
Because they're on child support from another
Get
previous
another job.
relationship.
Get
That's
another
your responsibility, but if you know
Get
you're
Then you
another
would
doing
never
job.
see me. Then you would never see me.
Get
Now-
another job.
You would never see
But
me.
listen, now I don't be
Hold on, Sabrina. Hold on.
Go
We
ahead.
expected women, single women, right? That ain't getting child support, ain't getting nothing, that have to leave their kids home to work 2 jobs to provide. And then we got men out here saying, oh, my check cut and I don't have enough money. Get another job. Do some extra stuff. Matter of fact, do some stuff underneath the table where that money is not even shown in your paycheck, to where you can have money. See, this is the problem.
You'll never
right?
see the person.
That's it. You will see the person if you do things right. You know,
I think
it has to be a balance. But my thing is, this is my problem. And I was talking to another guy that I was trying to get on the show. It is that men only want to level up to a certain point and don't want to do nothing else. Like if you know that child support is taking half of your check, right? Why sit there and be?
Go ahead.
Why sit there and complain about child support taking half of your stuff instead of taking assertiveness to go and try to find another way to make money legally, of course, right?
Mhm.
And here's the thing with single parents. I'm not gonna say single moms because there's single dads out there too. When you ain't making enough, right? You either find another way to make money, or you minimize your bills. Okay, you live
That's true.
you
Mhm.
live under beneath your means, right? A lot of let's keep it real. A lot of people don't want to live like that. Okay, and a lot of people don't want to level up and get another job or provide another means. Me, I've always had a 9 to 5, but I know how to do hair. So if I
Mhm.
need extra money, I'm doing somebody hair. Okay, and I'm doing it at my house. Ain't nobody seeing that money. It ain't it. The child support people, the court system can't say, "Oh, this is a part of your money" or whatever. So to me, I just feel like that's an excuse because you can if I can do it as a female, right? That got kids hanging on my back, okay, and you as a man that ain't got no kids hanging on your back,
Right.
you can do it. And this is where I think the issue comes in at, because people only want to go so far.
But okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying I'm not, you know, uh I'm just talking in general. It's not directed towards anybody, okay?
Oh
So
no,
No,
by all
you
means, no,
good.
no.
We all grown here. We good. But what I would say is, I think a point that's being missed in this conversation is the fact that we pick these people to have kids. Well, I don't have any kids, so I can't really speak to the child support situation. But at the end of the day, yeah, as much as it stings, I love my sisters, but we pick, and my brothers, we pick who we procreate with, and so we have
what
to
does
do
that
a better
mean?
job at. I'm sorry.
What does that mean?
At the end of the day, we have to hold ourselves accountable for who we lay down and have babies with. That's man or female.
Mm-hmm.
You knew he wasn't capable financially of supporting the household, but
That's
for
not
what not
true.
not you, not you. I'm talking speaking in general. I'm sorry. A lot of people be knowing or just be ignorant of whether or not a person is capable of sustaining a household or just being a father in general. You know what I'm saying? Or a mother in general.
What if
And
they
we overlook.
what if they pretend? I've had my daughter's father was great to his other kids. He provided for them. He was always in their life, and I was with him. So why wouldn't I think that he would do that for my child? And he didn't do that for my child. We had a
I'm gonna tell you.
relationship.
I'm gonna tell you like this.
He was a provider. He took care of my house when I had one child prior to meeting him, but he took care of my house. So why wouldn't and he took care of his kids. So when you say people that and that's such a misconception, because people gonna show you who they want to show you. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Nah, people be ignoring red flags too. Let's
that's
keep it
true.
all the way
That's
G.
true. That's
That's
true.
Let's keep
true.
it all the way G. People
That's true.
choose, people
That's
ignore
true.
red flags. And I fought with you, but listen, people be ignoring red flags and not knowing what to be looking for in the beginning.
You're right.
You
We
know what I'm
missed the
saying?
mark.
If a
Sometimes we do.
man,
We drop the ball.
We
Yep.
let me
dropped
give y'all some. No,
You
that's
ain't
men and
lying.
women. Let me give
That's
y'all some
true.
game real quick, and then I'm gonna let somebody. This is if you're a woman, right? This is the four. If a man don't have the 4 P's, do anybody know about the 4 P's?
I think I do. I heard it.
Protection.
Pray.
If a man ain't capable of protection,
Checking.
Fighting.
problem solving, procreation, or damn, what's the other one? Damn, I just lost. I'm sorry.
Provider
Providing.
or prayer.
Providing.
I know it's either providing or
If a
praying. So
Prayer.
I
man,
know
if
those.
whoever you're entertaining ain't capable or don't have a track record of being consistent in all those 4 areas, then you ain't got no business dealing with them. I don't care how you look. I don't care how good the sex is. I don't give a damn how nice his car is or how much money you got. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We gotta start holding ourselves accountable for our choices and who we pick. You know
I
what I'm
totally,
saying? And I
totally.
understand your situation, so I don't want to sound insensitive. I understand, yeah. People pretend well, people change up, people some of these people OG, can I cuss or not?
Yes, you can, cuz, baby. Go
Some of
ahead.
these motherfuckers deserve Oscars and Academy Awards, all type of shit. But
Oscars, ain't it?
Hey,
all
baby,
of it.
my son's mother was just like that, yo. I'm telling you, man. Beautiful. Okay, I'm talking about beautiful. Haitian and Puerto Rican. I'm talking about with the hair, everything, booty, bang, bang, bang.
I can't stand him.
Soon as she got pregnant, everything
That's what
turned
the problem
around.
was right there.
Soon as she got
That's
pregnant,
what the problem
boom.
was.
Fine, cause she was fine.
Focused on
Everything.
that instead
She
of the
was
real
fine.
stuff.
He
The
couldn't
red
see
flags
nothing
were like bam,
but
bam,
Yeah.
bam.
he couldn't
'Cause
see
she was
nothing but that
fine.
booty.
That's it. That
Yeah.
booty just getting shaking and stuff. That's all I saw. And as soon as she got pregnant, everything changed. And I just should have waited. I should have waited a couple more months and I would have saw that. But hey, yeah, like you said, OG, you know, we ignore the red flags.
We do.
Sometimes, you know, I'll be hearing on the phone cussing at her, some of her family members, her cousins. Sometimes I ain't paying no mind. I'm just looking at the booty, not really paying attention to the conversation. And
Right.
sometimes she's speaking in Spanish, which
Yeah.
I couldn't understand. So I don't know if she was talking about me, killing me or something. I don't know. But yeah, I did ignore the red flags, man. You're right. A lot of people ignore the red flags.
Yeah.
And I'm living proof of it, you know.
Right.
You know, I regret the situation, but now I'm better. You know, my son is older now and so forth, so he's in a good place. Her and I, you know, we're in an okay place. But yeah, you live and learn.
Yeah.
You
Hey,
definitely
OG.
live and learn. Yeah.
OG, let me say something real quick before I'm sorry, I don't want to hog the mic from everybody, but
Go
Oh,
ahead,
you
man.
good?
Go
I
ahead.
No, we
wanted to
need you to
speak to
talk.
something Natalie said before I forget.
Okay.
It's not that men aren't out here or men don't want to work, because there are men out here that want that work and that is capable of providing. But from what I've seen with my own eyes, because I'm in men's spaces, I'm you know, speaking from my own experiences. What I'm seeing nowadays, and of course this is not all women, but women want men to take care of them and provide a lifestyle for them, like an unrealistic lifestyle. And part of that comes from watching shows like these reality shows, Real Housewives of Atlanta, and you know, all of this feminism don't pump y'all head up. They got y'all, you know what I'm saying? Got a lot of women in a space where they just want something that not everybody even capable of sustaining. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one thing to provide for your woman, take care of your household, provide those 4 P's, but then you want a Birkin bag, you want a trip every other week to you know what I'm saying? It's like,
Well,
at
she
what
needs
point
to
at what point do
I
you
don't know who that is.
everybody want to get food?
Vaughn, that's the type, and it goes back to accountability. That's the type of women men pick.
Right.
That most of the times, people, when guys talk to me, they ask me what I like to do. I say read. They ain't even interested in that. You know what I mean? They want me to be watching the reality shows and stuff like that. I don't feel my mind.
That's not reality though. That's fake. Like that's
fake.
not what it really is. Like, we women like nice things. We all like nice things, but I'm not.
Give me an example.
If a man is providing something, if a man is providing something, and
welcome,
like,
Joseph.
like if I need to do,
Joseph.
if I need to do,
appreciate it.
and you started out when we start, the conversation is good, we vibing, we dating, we having fun, we enjoying each other, we going out shopping. You know, I'm paying attention to you and what you're doing. And you should be paying attention in what I'm doing. So if you start out a certain way with a woman, and then all of a sudden you switch it up. Consistency, yes, that's a problem, because you started this, so now I'm expecting this.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you led. The man led with his wallet. He led with his wallet.
That's
when
right.
you start falling back, have a conversation, because if I come into you like, okay, well, this what you giving me, or if I'm acting a certain way, don't get funny because you fell back. So if I'm questioning you, something going on. So let's talk about this. If something changed with you, let me know that. So therefore, I won't be expecting that. Like, you got to be on the communication.
Most definitely. And that's the man's fault on that part, because he led with his wallet instead of leading with who he is, his character, and what he's bringing to the table. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's a OG. We got to get into that later. That bringing to the table. Ooh, shit. Well, we got to get into that later.
Oh yeah.
But
I would like to hear from Joseph too.
Piggybacking off of what Brina said, a lot of men lead with their wallet, right?
Right.
To get the girl hooked.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that too.
yeah,
You're right.
yeah,
You're right.
Been there, done that.
yeah.
Yes.
It is something that men do. It's just
Got Alexis can't damn near pay for it, but they lead with that.
But OG, I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Why do some of those men lead with their wallets? And I'm gonna get Brina real quick. Because okay, let me ask y'all this. This is for all the ladies on the panel, right? And this is in the spirit of men leading with their wallet and what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
If a man on a first date, right? Because see, this is what I see too. Nowadays, I remember it was a time where 2 for $20 from Applebee's and a movie was good for a
Was
first
the
date,
shit.
right?
Was the shit.
Of course, every woman is different. I'm not gonna lump y'all into one category.
Mhm.
But nowadays, man, I get my ass cussed up talking about some damn 2 for $20. Boy, they be like, boy, if you don't get your ass on,
For real.
of course.
And you should have walked the fuck off.
Hold on, what happened?
Walk the fuck
You
off.
should have walked off.
You should
I
have
should
walked
have
the
walked
fuck
off.
off.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tina got something to
Oh,
say.
hold on, guys. Hold on.
Go
We
ahead,
got
Tina,
Tina.
talk.
Tina
Tina,
We
talk
got
to
Tina.
me.
Tina.
We
Talk
got
to me,
Tina.
Tina.
Hold on.
Come
We got
on,
Tina.
unmute yourself.
Tina,
on,
then
Tina.
Joseph.
Bring
Go
it.
ahead, Tina.
Tina,
And
then
then Joseph.
Okay.
Oh, don't be laughing, go, girl.
The part about like the 2 for $20 or whatever, you do have some women out here that we don't mind that
Love it.
or
Love it.
whatever. I mean, because I'm one of those women. I can honestly say that. That's all I wanted to say. Oh, and then I had the Google definition of submission. If
Go
y'all
ahead.
want to hear that.
Come
Go
on
ahead.
with it.
You
Yes.
don't know
Preach.
Google Live.
Let's Google. Go ahead, girl.
It says ready to conform to the authority or will of others, meekly obedient or passive, compliant, yielding, malleable.
Woo!
Mm.
I like that compliant. We're gonna jump on that later, but go ahead, Joseph. I know you got some things on your mind you want to say. Go
What's
ahead,
up,
man.
Joe?
Okay, well, what's going on? I can go back to when we was talking about the 50s, 60s, and 70s relationships, which we
Uh-huh.
do not want that. If we really look at the relationships that they had back then, men did all the working, yes, paid all the bills, yes. The women had no rights. They couldn't read, they couldn't write, they couldn't get a job, they had to stay home. If he cheated, she couldn't even leave the house because nobody wanted her with multiple kids. You know what I'm saying? If he beat her, nobody really cared. So do we really want them type of relationships?
No.
Of course not. But see,
So
that's
I
what I'm
think
saying. But the men do that. They taking care of the household, but they want a woman to be submissive while they're still going out doing this, making more children, outside children, even though they taking care of
listen,
the household.
but listen, yes, this what went on in the 50s, the 40s. This is what went on then, and I hear a lot of women say, I want what that relationship my grandparents had. We see our grandparents now because they're old and they know, okay, I've been dealing with this motherfucker for 30, 40 years. I'm not leaving him now. That's
60
practically the
shit.
relationship they got now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We didn't see when they was in their 20s. We didn't see when they was in their 30s. And they're
When they
not
were
going to tell
going
their
through hell.
grandkids, man, your
Mhm.
granddaddy ain't shit. He went down there with
Right.
Keisha. He went down with this and went
With
down there with that and had
Lucille.
outside kids. They're not going to tell you that. You're going to learn what they are now, sitting on the porch, probably putting their dentures in, making tea and everything else. That's what you know with your grandparents now. So let's
That's
keep that
true.
shit 100. Now,
Yep.
a man leads with his wallet because all women see is, oh, you got to make 6 figures. So in our head, we got to make more money.
That's not true.
That's not true.
Oh, I don't want to
Oh,
go. I
trust
don't
me.
want to go out. I don't want coffee. I'm not saying all. Let's keep this clear. Now, when I speak, I don't speak that every woman's like that because not every man wants a
Okay.
woman that's shaking her ass and being half
Of
naked
course.
either.
Okay. Right. Right.
So let me make that clear. So but if you look on society and how Facebook, Instagram, everything, women,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna take a coffee date. I'm not gonna take a walk in the park. I'm not gonna do that. So to get this woman, men already think, okay, I gotta have a little money. I gotta show I can take her to this steak restaurant. I gotta take her to the seafood restaurant. And let's be clear, I ain't never heard so many women in my life love seafood. So now they only love seafood now because it's so expensive. It's like, damn, well, you don't like chicken nuggets?
Oh
You don't like,
A lot of
you know what
women
I'm saying?
don't, that's not
So
being exposed to seafood.
Joseph, can I ask you a question, Joseph, on that?
yeah.
So if you already thinking like that based on how you women and social media or whatever, so if you meet a woman and you want to take her out on a date, so If you're gonna, why don't you let to see how the woman is, to see if she just about type of restaurant you're going to take her out to,
Yep.
if she watching your pockets to see how much money or how much you're going to spend. Now, if you ask a woman, say, you know what, when we go on our first date and you just having a conversation and say, so where would you like to go? Do you have a special place that you like, or what's your favorite restaurant, whatever? So if she say Ruth Chris for the first date, are you going to be available for that? Are you going to be prepared for that, or is that going to be a
No,
problem for you?
no, no,
Okay.
no. That's
So,
a problem because first of all, okay, I'm a man. Let's make this clear. I'm a man. I'm not gonna ask you what you want to eat. I'm gonna plan the date. Now, if you
Right.
like me, you're gonna just go ahead with the date.
Boom.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, be
There
ready
you
at
go.
this time. We're gonna go
I
here.
like that.
You know what I'm
That's it.
saying? So as a woman, if you like me, you don't care the destination, you care about the conversation.
That's
Mhm.
my point. So you have to know who you're dealing with, because, like he said, the 2 for $20. There's nothing wrong with that, because it's not
It's
about
not
what you're buying. If you're basing it off that, it's never going to work. You're
work.
getting to know me. It's about us. We're on a date. We're supposed to be getting to know
If
each other.
Know
To
if
each
see
I
if
other.
take if I take you to if I take you to Applebee's, and you turn your nose up, we get in the date right there.
there you go.
First of all, we can
There
get
you
Facts.
go.
But
And
that's
I
that's
don't
Facts.
blame you. I don't
but
blame you.
Facts.
Joseph,
Exactly.
because
that's not
if
fair.
I see
That's not
if
fair.
I see that you
What?
if I
That's not
see that you
fair.
is concerned, if you more concerned about my money and the way I'm spending it, because if we in a relationship, you should care about that, the way I'm spending my money,
What about
right?
what
That,
if
So
those are the
so
signs that you
what
should,
if she
those are
doesn't
the signs you got to pay attention to.
what if she doesn't like Applebee's? What if she doesn't like the food at Applebee's? That has
There's a
nothing to
variety of
do.
stuff in
Hold
Applebee's
on,
now.
hold on.
I
No,
don't like Applebee's.
no,
I'm gonna keep it real. I don't like it.
I don't like none of the
I'm
stuff
just
that they have.
listen, hold on. I'm just giving a cheap restaurant. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Joseph,
just giving a cheap
He just
restaurant.
said
But
a
with
cheap restaurant.
conversation,
Joseph, you
yeah,
equate
I'm
the
just giving
restaurant with your money. You said that as a man you would plan the date, but as a man you should also ask a woman what they like. What are they allergic to
but
stuff?
see these are the conversations that you should have before you go on a date.
Right, but
I'm
you
not
just
saying I'm gonna
said
meet you. I'm not
but
gonna
you,
meet you.
but you
I'm not gonna meet you
equated
at the club Friday and say let's go out to eat Saturday.
yeah,
I'm
but
gonna
you
hold that
were
conversation and
but
see
it's
where your
nothing
mindset
wrong.
is.
But it's nothing wrong with going out the next day anyway.
This,
So
this, this the
I'm not
thing
saying
too.
that.
This
there's
the
nothing
thing
wrong
too.
with
I
that.
think people kind of miss over the years too. People kind of miss the whole point of a date to begin with, as far as the first date.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be
Mhm.
somewhere quiet, somewhere getting to know each other, maybe over coffee, maybe over ice cream or whatever. It is not supposed to be some extravagant, lavish dinner
Yeah.
at
Right.
Right.
time 112 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's
Right.
not
That's later down the road.
mandatory. Now
But
if a
Yeah.
man
some
stupid ass,
people
Why
expect
not?
it.
what
But
Some
why
happened?
people
would you
expect
expect
it.
that? Why?
Why
It
not?
can't. I mean,
Why
it can
can't
happen, but it doesn't.
You
It's
can't.
just. It's
You
not
can't.
necessary though.
I
But you
can't
got to
spend
know who
500.
you're dealing with.
But I
You
can't
got to
spend
know who you're
$500. I
dealing with.
cannot spend
Brina,
$500 on you on a
nobody
Brina,
first
cares?
date.
what you say, Brina? I couldn't hear you.
You have to know who you're dealing with. If you're going to be asking for that, you have to know, like you said, are they that type of material? Do they
Right.
have that type of money that when you want to go to, if you like all expensive restaurants, there's nothing wrong with that as long as he can provide that for you. But you got to know that he can do that. So
Now
But what if
it's
my
a
expensive is
man
not
ain't obligated to. I'm
what if
sorry. Go ahead, Natalie.
my expensive is not his expensive? What if I deem um some type of restaurant,
Samurai.
huh?
Samurai.
I don't know that
Or
restaurant, but
Tombstone.
What?
what I hear people always talk about is karab, the Japanese the
Benihana.
Benihana. So I hear people talk about Benihanas all the time. I've never went, but I hear that it's so called expensive. But what
Benihana ain't shit.
It
but
ain't
what
It
if
expensive.
ain't, it ain't expensive
okay,
like that.
but
Now, if
but
a person can't take you to Benny Hunters, he don't need to be talking to no damn body.
but what if but
All
this
right.
this is what I'm saying.
For real, for real.
What if his expensive
Shady, you
So
crazy.
serious.
is different from your expensive?
Okay, give us an example.
Again, conversations.
Like
Conversations.
and that's what I was talking about with Joseph. Like, and for me, if a guy is interested in me, I know he's interested in me because he asks me questions. If a guy's not asking
Right.
me questions, I don't feel like he's interested in me.
Right.
And one of those questions,
No, I get what she's saying. If she's
You can hear us, Joseph.
Joseph, you all right?
Yo.
JoJo. Might be his thing. His
I'm
mic
a,
was doing up.
I'm gonna fill in, I guess, till he come back. But
Go
yeah,
ahead.
Brent, I understand what everybody's saying. It's all about communication at the end of the day, and where a lot of people go wrong, and where I've went wrong at, in the past or whatever with different situations, I didn't communicate these things beforehand, and then you get on the date, you spend $200-300 or whatever, and it's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
you got to know who you're dealing with. Try to pick people's brain. First of all, it should be more conversation before the date. I
Before
feel
they
like
leave. Exactly.
a first date
I
shouldn't
agree.
come on the same date you meet somebody. You know what I'm saying? You really got to talk to people and figure out where their heads at and figure out who you dealing with. Not just because of the money part, it's
Because of the
because of other
mental
parts
part.
too. That too.
You gotta ask the right
That's
questions.
right.
Like
Yes, that
that's
was
the
it. Thank you.
thing.
Because I've met people
That's
that
the thing
oof.
with talking to people. I think I had mentioned this on a different um podcast. Is that I was talking to this guy and I came at him as a friend, right? So I wanted to know where he was at. Like I wanted to be married. So I asked questions like, have you been married before? Why didn't it work out? Just shooting the breeze type thing. And I got everything that I needed to know about this person that was relevant for me to move on with him.
Mm.
So sometimes it ain't got to take days and months to know what this person
Three,
knows.
4 days, you should know the person after conversations. 3, 4 days, 5 days, a week,
Yeah.
mandatory.
If
If you meet,
if you
if you meet
ask the
someone,
right questions.
If you
if
ask
you
the
meet,
right question.
Gotta
yeah,
ask the
if you
right
meet someone on a
questions.
Monday, if you meet someone on a Monday by Thursday night, you should know, hey, this is where we going, this is what we should do, or should we cut it off
By Monday
and we
night.
could just be friends? You know what I'm saying? By Wednesday, I should say to the
Monday.
least, because everyone is texting, everyone is calling, and so forth. So I can text you all day and find out what's going on in your mind.
Ooh,
You know what I
nothing
Right.
mean?
about texting.
My ideal date, though,
Oh
I'm gonna
yeah,
be
I
honest
hate
with
text.
you.
Oh, I hate text.
My ideal date for me. Now, back in the day, I won't lie, my lifestyle was a lot different. So yeah, you had to have some money, and I mean a lot of it. I'm not gonna sit here and perpetrate and yeah, for real. But you live and you learn. You get older, things change. You understand what I'm saying? Your mental change, your mentality, everything changes, right? So, like now that I'm older, my ideal date consists of I walk in the park, I walk on the beach. We can even go to the library. You get what I'm saying? We can go to the little pizza place on the beach and have
Facts.
ice cream and talk. My ideal date is, hey, let's just do our own little lunches. I'll prepare the lunch or whatever with the basket, with the blanket. You get what I'm saying? With the umbrella, sit down. You get what I'm saying? At a park on a blanket and talk and really get in an intimate type of conversation. You get what I'm
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we
saying?
we need that
Because I
umbrella.
am older now
Shayna,
versus when I was younger. It
right.
wouldn't have happened.
Things change.
But,
You're right.
but Shayna, that's it though, right? Like we
Yeah,
change, we change. So we want what we want when we go through experiences, right? So
correct.
at 20, it was I feel like if you wanted that, that's what you wanted. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? There was
Because
nothing
things
wrong with
change as you get,
that. And
from when you younger, and when you younger, you think differently.
you think
You ain't
differently.
born, you ain't born grown. You
Right.
get what I'm saying? Some people are born a little bit more wiser than others. You get what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Age wise or whatever, because a person could be 15 and think like a 17, 18 year old. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it all depends, like, but it's what I'm telling you, I'm very transparent when it comes to my life. Back then, my early 20s, I wasn't talking to nobody who ain't have no money. Period.
But
I
should we
went give you
say
I you went I went talking to you, period. Like forget it. No, I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like now that I'm a much older woman now, I look at things a little different.
you value
Okay. First
things
first
More
of all, times
realistically.
are different.
Hmm.
Money's different. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
everything's different. The whole economy is different. So, like I said, I'm for
Yeah.
real. So my
Right.
ideal date, hey, I go sit out on the blanket with you, baby. That's more intimate for me because I'm trying to get to know you. Ain't no
Hmm.
distraction. You get what I'm saying? It's just me and you. We out there on the blanket. I done prepared the lunch. I done got the bottles of drink, whatever, some wine, champagne, whatever we gonna have. And I feel like that's romantic as hell.
And that
You feel
should
what I'm
be a
saying?
vibe. That should
But
be a
I,
vibe.
I never had
y'all
And
that.
can
I
hear
and
me
never
now?
had that.
Can y'all hear me?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Joe. Yeah. Welcome
Yeah, we
back,
get
man.
you,
Okay,
Joe.
So, okay, this is the thing. I hear a lot of women say, that's so romantic, a picnic, this and this, this. And a lot of men don't know it's cheap. Go get $5
Very
strawberries.
cheap.
It's cheap, right? But this is the thing. A lot of women, if you do that, baby, I'm going to go have a picnic. I ain't doing no picnic on no first date. You be like,
Yeah.
what?
But Joseph, are we talking about the 20-year-old or the 40-year or the 30 or
Listen,
40-year-old?
let's make this clear. Age don't mean nothing because there's some 40 years old got a mindset of a 20-year-old.
That's
That's
true.
right.
That's
That's
true.
That's
true.
true.
So
They
age,
immature as
age,
hell.
we ain't even gonna go by the age. Let's go about maturity.
Okay, so for you, who are you approaching? Any age or a younger age or
Oh
mature?
no, I can't. I got kids that's 25. I can't deal with nothing young.
What do I mean?
Right. He don't
Well,
want
He,
no
he,
how you
25
say
year
he
old.
can't
He
deal
don't
with he can't deal with who?
a 25 year old.
at
He has a
25.
kid that's 25. I
That's
get
true.
Yeah,
it. I
Yeah, I get
respect
it.
that.
I got
I
a
Oh,
respect that.
27
okay.
year
Oh,
old.
I
I
hear
got a
that part.
27 year old.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
that makes
He has a
yeah, that
child
makes
that's
sense.
25. Like he not gonna go
yeah.
there.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I'm
yeah,
saying? I respect that. Some men will though. They don't even care.
They don't give a damn. Yeah.
They don't give a damn.
Tina, you
Yeah,
had
Well,
something to
I'm
say?
let
good.
me tell you, I was telling somebody at work today, the young lady, she had made a comment about something, and she said, I don't know how we got on it, but I said, well, one thing, her hair, she said, it looked like you got some nice thick hair. I said, you see how long your braids is? That's how long my hair was, and I cut it off. I said, but I cut it off after my grandmother. I said, because my grandmother was real old fashioned. She didn't believe in cutting the hair. Your
Right.
hair is your glory. And I say certain things I can take from my grandmother. It's good that we had, now that we're having this conversation, it's funny. But certain things I can be like, oh, that was a lie. Because my grandmother always told me, older men are better for you. I quickly found out that was a lie. So it don't matter, like Joseph said, if
Like
you
you
old
said,
or
it don't matter
young,
about the age. Yep.
it don't matter about the age, it's the maturity. Because I used to look down when a younger guy came and talked to me, but it wasn't about because you're younger than me. I'm looking at, okay, especially if you're old enough to be my son. My daughter is 28, my son is 26. So if you that age, a young, I don't want your dick. I'm sorry. What can your dick do for me?
Yeah,
That doesn't work for me. But I have guys that are younger. They want to date older guys, and I'm not being funny like that. But I look at it like this here: where you staying at? Those are questions I'm going to ask, and I'm not wrong for asking it. Okay, so who do you live with? Do you have any children? How many baby mothers do you have? Do you live with your family? Do you have your own place?
Mm-hmm.
Do you work? Do you get up and go to work? Do you have your own business? Because if I'm going to deal with somebody younger, I'm older. What are you expecting from me as an older woman? Because you may think I got, just because I got my
Might
own
think you a
place,
sugar mama.
right? Like I'm gonna be taking care of you and
Like
all
you a
that.
sugar mama.
So
They be thinking that.
yeah,
They do.
you got to know. So I have experienced older men. I have not dated no one younger than me as of yet. But it seemed like the older men is the ones that be wanting to try to grab hold, and they love to try to put a baby on you. Where on this body say I want a baby? I don't understand.
Yeah.
It seems like a lot of older men are going through.
They
I
going
don't know if
backwards.
it's considered a midlife crisis or if they're at an age where I don't know. It just be funny to me. I'm like, well, why at the age we are, you really want to have a baby? What about Puerto Rico? What about Jamaica? What about just getting
Like
up and
traveling.
taking a chance and say, hell, let's just get the hell over.
I think a lot of older men.
He's
Joe?
going in and out.
You there,
Joe.
Joseph.
Jojo.
Let me
Joe.
send a message.
All right.
Hold on.
Well, all right. Tina, go ahead. I know you had something
Go
to
ahead,
say, Tina. I think you was raising your hand. You was raising your hand a little bit.
Oh, okay. I don't know. My mic went
Oh,
silent.
there you go. He back.
Oh, there you go.
Go ahead, Joe.
Can y'all hear me?
I can't
Yeah,
stand
yeah, we
Tina.
can. We can.
Tina. Go ahead, Joe.
Just keep
Your mic
going out.
His mic.
Joe, you good?
It's probably his Wi-Fi.
It might be. Joe.
Can y'all hear me?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One for no and two for yes.
Listen, I'm in a bad.
Bad reception.
Yeah.
Oh, he on his cell phone.
I done moved to Georgia. I'm in the woods.
Oh, okay.
When older men look at younger women, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to relive their youth.
I believe
They
it.
relive their youth. So
Okay.
and then when younger men that is consistent with the younger women. You know what I'm saying? So that's all it is. But if a younger one, if an older woman want a younger man, it's for one thing, for dick.
True.
Of
For
True.
money.
course. That's
Can y'all
it.
hear me?
Dick
Yeah.
and money.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We
I
heard
agree
you
with you.
loud and
Because she
clear.
already
I agree
established.
with you. I
She
agree with
already
you.
established. What else she need with him? All he can
Hold on,
provide is
let me try to find good
Not
reception.
No,
that's not
it's true.
necessarily
It's
true,
true.
Brina. That's not necessarily true because you do have a lot of young
There you go,
men
Vaughn.
that have their it together. You do have a lot of
Sometimes they do.
no. And I'm talking about okay, so anybody like over the age of 40, if they get like a 35-year-old, 30-year-old. Some 30, 35-year-olds, they got their it together. They might not
Yeah,
be mature, but they
but
do
he might
have,
have, yeah,
you know,
stability.
well, you
stability, house, everything.
yeah,
So
yeah.
they can probably provide if they wanted to, but it's just where
Now
they
I'm gonna
head.
tell you. I'm gonna give you an example. I have a friend. She moved to Atlanta. When she was living here, it was a guy that worked with her at her job, and he always seen her and he liked her. And when he would try to like hold a conversation or talk with her, she would always kind of like short talk
Shoo him
him, be
off.
snippy at him. Right. He was Jamaican, and she knew he was younger, but she was much older than him, but she didn't look her age. So where he went and got his hair braided at, he was talking about this girl that he liked at his job. He like, but she just be so mean to me. He said, I be trying to have a conversation, whatever. Happened to come, the young lady who was braiding his hair was her best friend.
He didn't even know.
So and he didn't know. So he was like, you know her? She was like, where you work? He was telling her. She said, I know exactly who you talk about. Her name such and such. He was like, yeah. She said, I tell you how to get her. So she told her. She said her favorite snack is a Mountain Dew and a honey bun. So he went to that job, baby, and he went and he went on break and she seen on break. He went and got her a honey bun and a Mountain Dew. So she looked at him like, what you doing? Like, how you even know I like this? So she was still trying to be mean, but he broke the ice. Yeah. So every day he bought her a honey bun and a Mountain Dew. So they finally started talking, but also she kind of dissed him like that because she was in a vulnerable place. She was going through a lot with her husband. She had took a lot from her husband. He had outside baby. That was the second outside baby, but she still stayed. But
she was still
her children.
She was guarded.
So once she allowed him in, that was it. He was her comfort. She can talk to them. They had a little honeycomb hideout space. She can vent to him. She can she can let go because what she wasn't getting from her husband, she was now getting from this gentleman. Right. But he did not like her situation. And he told her, he said, listen, if you want to leave, I got you. But she like, what? Whatever.
Yeah.
Everything he told her, he went and did.
That's what's up. He a man of his word.
That was the first time that made me look at younger men, depending on the age, because she was 10 years older than him. 10 years older than him. But his maturity level, he was a man. He worked. She had 3 children, not one. He went and got a place for her, and her 3 children.
He wanted
and
to
they
be with
still
her.
work at the same job.
He really wanted to be with her, though. See, that's the difference, though.
Yeah, that's a man that wanted it.
That's
right. Exactly.
He really wanted her. He really wanted it. He wanted to show her.
So that made me look at younger men different. So I won't just shut them down. You have to pay attention and, like you said,
how they moving.
Ask the right question.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yes.
Welcome back.
Yeah, we can hear you,
okay. I think a lot of people don't ask the right questions when dating. And another problem is we so used to getting a title. Let's hurry up and date. You don't even know the person. Be friends. See if you really like that person. Because really, let's be real. If we dating, you only really date a person for 3 months before you get to know them and be like, this person messed up. If it's even if it's 3 months, you know what I'm saying? So why don't you be friends, hang out, chill, vibe, and then you really see what that person about, because they can't hide it forever.
No.
Or maybe they can, Joe. But you know what? You right. You absolutely right.
It's gonna come out though.
What I would say is you can also be with a person 10 years and not know who the hell you dealing with.
Woo!
You know what I'm saying? You can also
you know who you're dealing with. You just don't want to accept it.
Right. Yeah.
That
exactly.
too, Joe.
But you can't let it go on that long. 10 years, if you ain't see
But
them red
listen,
flags, baby.
no,
It
there's
don't
some.
be
No,
that. It be the
sometimes
time.
people
It be the
comfortable.
time. Cause you
Listen,
thinking
there's
that you done
people
spent
out
10
there.
years with this person. You get
Uh-huh.
what I'm saying? You don't want
You
to feel like you
uninvested.
wasted your damn 10 years. So no, we
Exactly.
But
be
you get it
knowing
if you're not getting
no, but
nothing out of
listen,
it.
listen, you
No,
gotta understand the emotional attachment.
yeah.
By that time, the emotional
Yeah,
attachment, you
that
get
is
what I'm
true.
saying? It's like you have to
Like,
wean
'cause
yourself away from that
I'm
person. You get what I'm
It's,
saying? And sometimes it's not as easy as one may
yeah.
make it seem.
and you
You
get
get what I'm
comfortable.
saying? Because you got the emotional attachment, you get what I'm saying, the mental attachment. It be a lot going on,
It
even
be
though
a
that you
lot.
know this person is
Yeah.
definitely jacked the hell up. You get what I'm saying? That you
But
done
at one
found
time,
out,
we can't help
but
who we love and who we
you
fall in
can't.
love
But
with.
Well,
eventually,
I
you'll
don't
move.
know. I cry.
You'll move
I
away.
cry a
You'll
couple
move away
nights in
from
the
the
shower
person,
if I have to deal 10 years with someone I'm unhappy with.
right?
What'd you
But
say,
see,
Joe?
everybody has a
You
breaking point.
it becomes an
Everybody
investment,
has a
What,
breaking
bro?
point.
What you say?
right, Miss
I
Edwards?
said, I said I cry a couple nights in the shower if I have to deal with someone for 10 years I ain't happy with.
Oh,
Mm.
for sure. That's for sure.
But
And you,
But
you
sometimes, man, listen.
some people
Sometimes you don't
with
know. Sometimes
but
there's like they said, there's people in disguise. Like they say, there's a devil in disguise. There's men and women out there that can play that role for so
very
So
long,
well.
long,
very well. Like you
they're
said,
just
very
coexisting.
well,
They're just
And
coexisting.
and
very
They
and
don't
you
see
know
well.
the
what
full.
too? I think
what about them growing? Like people are not the same as they were 10 years versus 10
Hmm.
years later. So what
But see,
about it's not
this is
about sometimes it's about growth. Like people change.
see,
but that might be
this
a
the
little
thing. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
but
that might be a little different or whatever. But I think also what's important too is not only like what Brenda and everybody saying is ask the right questions, ask questions, and get to know who you're dealing with, but watch what people do.
Yes.
Hear them out. Watch what people do versus what they say, and that'll tell you
Right.
everything you need to know about a person for the most part. It may not be 100% fixed, but
right,
you will increase your chances of running into your excuse me, you will increase your chances of not running into a fuck boy or ain't shit whatever by doing it that way.
right.
Go ahead, Joe.
I forgot what I was going to say, but I agree with you. I forgot what I was going
Yeah,
to say.
I would say on that you have. I have to go back and what Shayna was saying, like with the emotional attachment. So I can see where that will go, because if you pay attention to a person, like you can ask the questions. Like me, it's been 7 years, and the person just can't believe that I'm just like cutting it off. But I women, we tend to give more chances than deserved.
Of
So
Yeah,
course,
you
Yeah.
want to
Yeah.
see the good in a person. You
in a
know that
person,
they're not a bad person. They can be. So if I see the good in you, don't think I'm dumb, or because you think that you can do it because I keep letting you back in. I'm letting you back in because of how I feel for you. I see something in you.
that you
but
don't
But
see
see in
that
yourself.
that works against y'all. That
Men
that
are
no,
ends
not
up
not
working
really.
perfect.
against
Well,
y'all.
you're
It
right.
does.
But
It
shouldn't that be a
do. But
sign? Shouldn't that
the
be a
other
red
It
flag?
is a
person,
sign.
the
Men
other
are
And
Shouldn't that be a
you
red
person.
can't
flag?
help you can't help who you love, and you can't help who you invested in and you emotionally attached to. But I think it's a thing about chances and forgiving somebody, and then it's another thing with just being a damn fool. You know what I'm saying? And
Let
No,
me
one
exactly.
time,
That's what I
Yeah,
want to say. Because
no
if
no no
your
disrespect.
actions are not lining up with your words, how do you expect me to take what you're saying to me at face value? Your
right.
Right,
actions
right,
line up with your words. If they
right.
let,
not,
let
at
me
that point, what's the point of trying? Because this is what it's going to always be. Then you got some people with the learned behavior. Some people don't recognize that if it worked for you for so long, they don't think they have learned behavior. So when they're doing it and they adapted to it, it's been working for them so long. So when you're coming to them about something, in their eyes, they looking crazy because they don't feel like they're doing nothing wrong, because
Wrong.
they don't recognize what they're doing.
Hmm.
But if a person continues to come to you telling you how you're treating them or what they're not getting from you, don't justify and be like, hold up, this is, step back and be like, well, you know
Do a
what, my
self
bad. I
evaluation.
didn't right. Take responsibility, accept where you went wrong. I'm letting you know this is what's happening, this is what's going on. If
Correct.
you want to justify what you do every time about me coming to you saying something about how you're treating me, no, you're the problem, not me. I'm
Correct.
Right.
sorry. If you
Right.
can't accept what I'm saying, you may not receive it good, but I'm being honest.
Mm-hmm.
That
Right.
don't make an argument when it don't have to be. I'm just expressing, telling you I don't like what you're doing or how you're treating me. At that point, you either gonna apologize, correct it, so we can move forward. But if it continues to happen, at that point, don't have no conversation. Just keep it moving. Because if you're not gonna take my feelings into consideration, then it's not gonna work.
Okay, I
That's
got
a
something.
fact.
Go ahead, Mr.
That's
Joe.
a good one.
Go ahead, Joe.
Apologies really don't mean nothing
No.
because I can
Especially
sit
when
there
you
and say,
continue to do it.
I
Absolutely.
can sit there and tell you sorry all day. I think a lot of people in a relationship forget that we do change. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Deaths in the family, money issues, health issues. So what we need to do as a couple, as people, sit down at least once a month. Baby, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing good? What am I have them conversations?
Fact.
So I know you growing, I know I'm growing, but see, we don't have them conversations. Sometimes it builds up after years and years and years to explore, and
I'm
then
sorry. I'm old school. I had them conversations.
no, I'm not saying you do. It look like you do everything right. So whoever you with,
They gonna know. They gonna know about it when I
so,
come. Cause baby, what's up? You gonna know what I'm looking for. You gonna know what.
but
Oh
see,
my
the
gosh.
Go ahead, Mr.
the
Joseph.
the good part about that is being transparent. That's the
Yeah.
problem. See, a lot of people don't even like themselves. So how can you be transparent with people?
Right.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? If
Mhm.
all you want to do is smash up, because let's be real,
That's
men
wisdom.
and women, we see people that all we want to do, okay, that motherfucker look good. I just want to smash. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what age you at. Some you attracted to somebody. Because some of y'all smash Denzel right now, and the rest of it was the
Woo, baby, I
Aquaman.
saw where he could get it,
See,
honey.
see. So he's a human like anybody else. If you see a man walking down the street looking just as good, so it's
Baby,
nothing
y'all
wrong
stop
with it.
before y'all
There's
know that
nothing
man
wrong with
still.
that. Hey,
Brina,
look
What you
at
say, Brina?
Huh?
Brina, let the man
What you
talk.
said, Brina?
Let him talk, Brenda.
I
Let
ain't
him
hear what
talk.
he's saying. Go
No,
ahead,
I'm
Mr. Joseph.
listening to him.
Oh, so that same thing with Aquaman, everything. Everybody has an attraction to somebody that just want to smash. They might not be good for a relationship. So there's nothing wrong with a man seeing a woman in the club and just want to, okay, baby, listen, a little love. Ain't nothing wrong with a woman. We grown for one, right?
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
True.
So so
True.
It happens
so
all the time. I agree.
the problem is we're not transparent with each other. You know what I'm saying? The woman ain't gonna sit there and say, shit, boy, listen, boy, I put this mother coochie on you. Ain't no woman gonna say that. And and a man ain't gonna sit there. A man ain't gonna sit there and say, "Well, you know, baby, listen, unless he really like shot the fuck out." I think like me, but so so
But I
so
think
I
I
think
said that before on a podcast previous. I feel like, and Joseph and Vaughn, step in and let me know if you agree with it. I feel like when you see someone, man or a woman, and you attracted to them and you like them, you know either you want to fuck them or you really
Yep.
want to get
That's
to know
true.
them. It's
Within the
That's
just one or
true.
first
the other.
minute.
There is no in between. So let it be known we grown.
Within
listen,
the first minute.
this the thing here. A man, if he try to holler at you, let
Hmm.
all men. I don't care. We want to smash off rip because that's what
absolutely.
attracted to you.
That's it.
True.
But
We
that's
we
True.
we
true.
we,
All
we, we
men
want
think that though.
we attracted to you. Now the
If you
difference
attracted to us.
is what your conversation ends up being is making us one more than just smashing.
Yeah.
Right.
Ooh.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
But that's
So
Okay.
Joseph,
If
You
you
know
want,
what,
if you
Joe?
want to
but
stick
Joseph,
around, if you want to
Okay,
really
I'm gonna
stick
ask you a
around,
question on that.
Joseph,
I'm
that
gonna ask
only
you
I
a
goes
agree.
question.
Hold on,
Joseph,
guys. Hold on. One at a time. One at a time. Go
I
ahead,
can't hear.
Natalie.
Go,
Joseph,
Natalie.
that only goes if a man is physically attracted to you. That only applies if the man is physically attracted to you because
Hmm.
some men they're not physically attracted to you, right? But then like say for instance we in a study group and then that person we study together, you get to know my head and then they start becoming attracted to uh
Hmm.
your personality and things like that. So that comment that you made is true, but only applies to if there's a physical attraction between a woman, well, a man and
Yeah,
a woman.
yes, it can happen that way as well.
Because
You know what
because
I'm
I
saying?
me personally, I wasn't attracted to this dude, um, but when we started hanging out and I started to get to know his mindset and stuff, I became attracted to him. You know what I mean? But
Right.
off the rip, just looking at him, I wasn't attracted to him.
It happens
Yeah.
like that a lot.
Yeah.
It happened
Let,
like that.
I'm saying
I
it
done
can
dated
happen
some
that
real
way
ugly
too.
ones.
hey, Natalie,
Go
let
ahead,
me ask
Vaughn.
you, or let me ask all y'all a question, right?
Mm-hmm.
On what you just said. I'm just curious. Okay, do y'all think an attraction lasts longer if you eventually grow to be attracted to somebody, or if you already attracted to them off rip? Which
Well,
one
If
y'all
you
think
eventually
lasts longer?
grow, I
hold
think
on,
you
hold
eventually
on.
grow.
Let's start off with Shayna. Go ahead, Shayna.
I think you eventually grow, and I'm gonna tell you why, because I've been in that situation. Okay, I've been in that situation where I was not physically attracted to this guy
Mm.
at all. But the way he treated me, the way he genuinely treated me, right? I grew to love him. I was not attracted to how he looked, none of that, because he was not a good looking guy at all, and he went fine, none of that.
Mm.
But the way he treated me with respect, and the way he handled him, and he treated me like a queen. Who? You better not try to talk to him.
Tina, go ahead, Tina.
Nobody
Anything to
but
say,
me.
Tina?
No. Okay.
All
Yes, she
right,
do.
Natalie.
Yes, she
I'll
do. She lying.
Tina,
Uh huh.
she
say
googling
something.
She lying.
something.
No, Tina be chilling. She ain't feeling good, so
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
listening, but it's
yeah.
just so many different topics and conversations
Well, no,
going
you
on at
gotta
the
you
same
gotta
time
answer the question he just asked
that I don't
everybody.
have
It's
a
just one
chance to
topic.
really get to say anything. So that's
No,
why I
you
just be
can't.
quiet.
Well, go
Okay,
ahead.
I
It's your
got you.
turn.
You
You
have
got
to
anything?
sometimes you have to grow into that. I mean, because it was a guy that I dated that huh, he was ugly as hell, but I didn't see the looks. It was
Correct.
Mm.
the mental, and like how can I say it? Because I'm not one of those people where I care about looks. I'm
No, it's
interested
like
in your heart and who you are as a person. And
Yes.
also, you need to know how to effectively communicate, and that doesn't mean texting me all day. Because if you can hold a conversation with me, an intelligent conversation at times, then you got me. But I have not run into that person
Wow.
because most people want to text, most people want to send dick pics, most people go based off of looks and stuff, and I'm not into that.
That's right.
Gotcha. Natalie, go ahead, Natalie.
So I'm with Tina. I dated like 3 ugly guys, and they were ugly. Okay, but the one ugly guy, we were actually gonna get married, and y'all, he ugly.
All right, we know that already. Go on,
We
girl.
got that part.
But but but
Oh my God.
when I tell you, and I honestly just got with him because I was just vulnerable and nothing was working out. So I was like, hey, let me get an ugly guy shot.
Oh,
But when I tell you this man treated me like gold, and at the time I had my first daughter and she was premature, he was going around telling everybody that it was his daughter. He
mm.
was buying milk, he was buying Pampers, he was just doing every single thing,
Wait,
like
hold
even
on. How long ago was this, if you don't mind me asking?
2 decades ago.
Oh, okay,
Oh.
girl. I'm about to say how milk costs now. You better kept him because they like $30 a can.
No, you don't like how my story ended up.
Ah,
Man.
So
Hey, he ain't lying.
you ain't lying.
so he was just so good, but I was young and we were always arguing or whatever. But he was telling everybody that we were gonna get married and stuff. So we said we were gonna get married. But when he started treating me like gold, I started treating him like gold. You understand what I'm saying? He
Right.
wasn't even, when I looked at him, he wasn't even ugly no more.
Of
Like
course.
he was the most beautiful person I have ever seen. You understand? Because it was
His heart.
from the inside out, right?
Girl, you
Hmm.
girl, you still call him ugly, so he wasn't that cute. You probably like,
Yeah.
damn, I love this little ugly motherfucker.
And let's
Listen,
let's,
I'm
let's keep it
gonna
real.
tell you why I call
Your
him.
ugly
Why I
ass.
still call him.
Go well.
Why I still
Babe,
call him.
How you gotta say it
bring
with
your ugly
authority
ass in here
too.
and get this
No,
dinner.
No, you
no.
gotta say it with authority. You gotta say it with authority with your ugly ass.
Let me tell you
Gotta say it with
why I say he ugly, right? He ain't beautiful no more because I started treating him like he was king of the castle, and he thought he was like the man, and he went and cheated on me and
Yeah.
got some girl pregnant. So now his ass,
It
What?
happens.
yeah,
Yeah.
now his
his
ass,
They're
ugly
beside
ass.
themselves.
his ass is ugly. His
What
ugly
is
ass.
ugly
With his
ass?
ugly ass.
What?
He
But you know
ugly,
what though?
and he
You know
know he
what though,
ugly.
Natalie?
What?
The way you describing him and the way Shayna Miss Shayna was describing the same guy, well, not same guy. They sound those types of guys sound like they be the ones in the friend zone. So why y'all don't never give them no play?
He wasn't in. We gave him play.
I gave him play. The man,
no,
listen, I was young when I dated the man, though. I was in my early 20s. The man was already like 30 years older than me.
No, I'm talking about the type of guys that y'all describing, not those exact guys. They sound like the dudes that usually end up in the friend zone, or the women.
In this day and age,
nobody no more. I don't friend zone nobody.
Let me tell you, listen, we in a society where it don't even matter how you look. Everybody think they look good now.
Everybody.
But wait a minute, Vaughn, you saying like when Nat said everybody, she don't put nobody in the friend zone, why that's cap? Because dudes like to put females in the friend zone.
Nobody in the friend zone.
Y'all will be like, oh, we just friends. What you mean? You ain't my old lady. You ain't this. Hold on, bro. Hold on.
The reason why.
If you call a man more than 3 times a week to come to your house, we ain't friends.
Hey, hold on, but Brenda, hold on. You ain't established. Go ahead, Brenda. Then I'm gonna get you. Go ahead, Natalie, and then I'm gonna get to you, Brenda. I'm sorry.
At this state of my life right now, guys put themselves in the friend zone. Okay, that's it. I give you an opportunity. Like I said, nowadays everybody get an opportunity. If you show you have interest in me, because I ain't out there looking for you. If you show you have interest in me, I'm going to give you an opportunity. Now, how you handle that opportunity is up to you. And if you handle it wrong, you're going into the friend zone.
A man ain't gonna put himself in no friend zone.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Yes, he can, depending on his actions. Yes, he can.
A man is interested in you, or he ain't. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no such thing as no man putting himself in the friend zone. In my opinion.
What I said, Vaughn, is that if a man is interested in me, okay, if he ends up in the friend zone, that's on him because he messed up his opportunity. That's what I said.
So it's always them messing up their opportunities, or is it a reason why they not accepting?
That's in her situation.
That's in my situation. If I feel like I ask you a question and you lied, and I ask you another question, I feel like you lied because that's important.
You feel like he lied or he lied? See, you feel like he lied is not acceptable.
Exactly.
Okay. If
Go ahead, finish.
If you got caught up in your lie, okay,
it's a lie.
If you got caught up in your lie, then you tell another lie, you get caught up in another lie. You put yourself in a friend zone because
that's agreeable.
That's important to me. Now,
why not just cut them out?
First of all, that person might have good quality. We might
see that way y'all be going wrong. See y'all.
That's not
see that's where that's where y'all go wrong.
I think she's saying he might be just a good friend, but not a good partner.
Yeah,
nah, but then shit ends up happening later on down the line. Now you got a baby 10 months down the line. You know what I'm saying? Because you cut this dude off.
That's a lie.
Obviously, you don't know what a friend is, because if I put you in the friend zone, I'm not
playing around like that.
I'm not doing none of that with you.
I agree with her because I put females in friend zones all the time. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with her. We might not be compatible in a relationship, but I can hang with you. You cooler than the motherfucker. I can hang with you. You know what I'm saying? But I can't date you because the things that I want, we're not on the same page. We're not vibrating on the same level. You know what I'm saying? So as a friend, you don't have to vibrate with me as long as you ain't negative. We can get out there and have fun. You can twerk, and I'm gonna root you on like I'm your best friend. And when we leave, I'm gonna go ahead and go home to like the people I got at home.
Right.
Hey Joe, you be like, go best friend. Go.
Yes, I
want to agree with that because I haven't experienced that yet. I don't think I'm gonna say for right now, in the space that I am in my life right now, if I'm dating someone and we dated for a while and it was something serious and it was real, and then it's just too much going on, too much arguing and this and that, and nothing is getting better. It's just going down. I can't be friends with you at that point because I don't have feelings for you as a
That's
friend.
what I was saying.
But we ain't talking
I
about
can't-
that though. We talking about the
No.
get to know you process. Cause
Yeah.
No, but I'm
The
saying if you
beginning
date
stage.
first,
No,
now if it was
like
just
Joseph-
not long, then that's different. But
yeah,
if
like
you date
Joseph
for a
said
while,
like Joseph said earlier today, 30 days. I mean, did you say 30 or 90 days?
It could be 3 hours. If that
Anyway,
if that person ain't with you, it don't even matter.
Winship was saying, he said by if you meet somebody on Monday, by Thursday you will know. So that's what I'm talking about. Like personally, me, I'm not even trying to be in nothing if this person is not serious. So I was
Right.
saying in the last podcast,
Right.
there was this guy that came at me and he was like, do you want to get married? How many children do you have? Are you willing to relocate? This guy was serious. He knew what he wanted, right? And he was asking the right questions to see if I was on the same page.
Okay, so let me ask you this: Is it the right questions because you think they are, and he knows the game
No,
to
it
ask?
was right.
Because see, I know certain questions to ask a woman to make her feel like I asked the right questions and really don't even care.
No, what I'm saying to you, Joseph, is that those was the right questions for him to determine if he wanted to move forward with me.
Okay.
Everybody has I know everybody on this panel had a little test that they take people through, to see if they're gonna pass the test. And so this guy knows he wants to be married. So he don't want to waste time. So he asked me off the rip. And my response to him was, you being a little too aggressive. Like, let's have a phone call first. But he told me, which was the right response. He said that I just want to see where you were at to see if I wanted to move forward. And that's it. Like some people don't even have time don't even want to be wasting time.
I respect that. Yeah,
You know
right.
what I
respect
mean?
that.
And at that point, and I'm not even gonna lie, at that point, because he came at me like that and I wasn't ready for what he wanted, I put him in the friend zone. I might have not should have did that, but that's what I did because I wasn't where he was.
I think the bottom line is people have to start dating with intentions.
Right.
Whether that's be for marriage, some long term, whatever the case may be, date with intentions. Make sure you moving out here to where a motherfucker know to take you serious. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker know that you serious about your time, your energy, what you're investing into them, et cetera, et cetera. You know what I'm saying? Because if a motherfucker think you out here just lollygagging around, they gonna and playing around, they gonna play games with you. They're gonna treat you like a game.
But people gotta know. People gotta know what they want, and I think this is the biggest problem is that people don't know what they want. I have a friend, and she says, "Oh, I want to be with somebody, but I don't want him to live with me. But I don't want this. I said, girl, no, it's not the expectations. She don't know what she wants." And
I think a lot of people starting to get to the point where they don't want to live with a significant other. I done heard that a lot. You know what I'm saying?
But Joseph, it's not even about that. It's about you dating, right? Like Ron said, date with intentions. How can you date with intentions when you don't know what you want?
Yeah.
So
a lot of
at that time, if you don't know what you want, should you be dating?
No.
Right, exactly. So
not at all.
when you're ready, like the guy who approached me, I wasn't ready. You know what I'm saying? When I'm ready, then we can I can go back to that situation if that situation is still
available,
right? Mm-hmm. But you gotta know, and at that time, I knew that I wasn't ready for that.
But see, that's what it boils down to. People don't be keeping it real with themselves. People don't be sitting themselves down like, okay, damn, I'm fucking with all these niggas. I'm dealing with all these men. I'm dealing with all these women, but ain't nothing lasting. I'm not in it. I'm not in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? None of these people are sticking around. What is it that I am doing wrong? A lot of people ain't real enough to criticize themselves and to hold themselves accountable. You know what I'm saying? You got to come to a point where you say, well, damn, what is it that I'm doing wrong? Because you may have a good head on your shoulder. Your heart may be good. You may have good intention. But a lot of us, like you say, it goes back to what you're saying. A lot of people truly don't know what they want. And a lot of people, what I will say real quick is a lot of people been conditioned and brainwashed into some shit that they think they should want from a man or out of a relationship, when in reality they can't even sustain that, or that ain't even the right situation for them. Like, for example, OG, this whole thing about the high value man. Everybody want a high value man, right? Not, of course, not everybody. I'm just saying everybody as a
That's the
generalization.
trend.
Everybody, right? That's a trend. Everybody want a high value man until they get with one and understand everything that comes with having one.
This
see,
is
this-
what
this-
I,
this
this
is
is
the
what
thing.
I think that people have to do. Like we already established, when you see someone and you like them, you know already what you want to do. Either it's going to be you want to fuck them, or you really want to get to know them. So this is why I think friendship is essential, dating is essential, communication is very essential, and being honest and just being on the same page. So if you are a man and you approached me, and you approach me as if you want to talk, you know what I'm saying? You coming at me, I know which way you're going. So now that we have a conversation on the phone and I ask you, well, what is it that you're looking for? So if you tell me, well, I like you and I want to get to know you and see where it leads, that means, okay, let's get to know each other. So if we hanging out and we talking and we have a conversation, you calling me to come to your house, okay, long as we talk and we have it out. But that's not, to me, that's not dating. If the only time you're calling me to come to your house, I'm gonna look at it that it's just a sexual thing. So now I need to have a conversation with you.
Yeah,
Now I'm gonna have a conversation with you, like, what are we doing?
Yep.
Then
Go ahead,
where
Tina.
some men like to throw the friend card.
Right.
yeah.
The
Tina,
friend
hold on,
card.
Tina.
What do
Tina
you
got
okay,
something to
so
say.
if
Come on, Tina. Come on with it.
Okay, I'm gonna turn it on me.
Come on, Pastor.
No, I'm not a pastor. The part about not knowing what you want, I'm gonna be very transparent. With me, I grew up in a household where my grandfather provided for my grandmother. She never had to work. They lived together, loved together, went through everything together, died together. Right? So I'm walking around here on earth expecting to have that type of man. I'm even a part of a group on Facebook where there's this particular woman that tells women that if a man doesn't have 6 figures or more, you don't need to be with him, you don't need to date him, you don't need to do anything. Like literally, right? And so you see how on social media and sometimes in real life where these men are taking a women to Greece, doing this, doing that, or whatever, and then in real life you're like, I don't see that type of man. Like, what's what? And with me, I know I've had a wall from here to heaven because I've been hurt. I really don't know what I want. I really don't know what I'm supposed to have, who I'm supposed to be with. I never felt worthy of anything good because of how I was made to feel. So I don't want to say I'm 100% healed. I'm working on that. So yeah, I would get into these relationships with guys who I didn't see the foolishness at the beginning, and then they took me through so much that now I'm confused as to what I want, who I want. I just know that I want to feel safe. I want to feel loved. I want to be treated like a queen because that's what I was told I was supposed to be treated like. I don't know what I'm supposed to be treated like, so I could just only be honest.
Do you know how a queen is supposed to be treated?
Honestly, no, only based off of social media.
So
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
so
That's the first thing you need to do to
the
stop
first
right there.
thing you need to do is you need to find out how a queen is treated, and most importantly, how a queen acts. Because when you
Yep.
act like a queen, you're gonna draw kings.
Yeah.
Fact.
Royalty.
So that's
Haven't
the first. That's the first thing that you need to just sit down and really get into it, like the past queens, heritage, old time stuff. See how they conducted themselves, because that's what, once you start doing that type of research, Tina, it's gonna start opening your eyes to say, this
You'll know what you want.
I should be accepting this. And I bet you listen, when you start doing that research, Tina, you will begin to understand who you are as a beautiful woman and what you should expect in your life and what you should tolerate.
And don't let social media fool you, because social media.
And I'm gonna leave you with
Stay on social media. Stay on social media.
90% of what's on social media are all fake.
fake.
They just doing shit for likes.
They doing
I'm gonna
it
leave
for
you.
like somebody bought their
I'm gonna leave
trip.
you with something. Yeah, my best friend right now, my best friend, she when she grew, her mother had her when she was older in life, so her siblings are older than her. She's like around the same age as her nieces and nephews, put it like that. So because she was raised, her mother was in the Eastern Star, had her own lodge, she worked and everything, but she made sure she cooked for them. Like their house was a hangout house. So she said growing up, her older sisters raised her. So all they taught her was to be with a man for money. I think somebody said that on here. That's all she knew because that's all she was taught. So when that's all you know, that's all you do. So all the guys that she dealt with, she just they had to have money. But she talked to different dudes, but she didn't sleep with them. So they looking at her. She said that when they came to her, letting her know, like, she didn't understand why they was acting like they were acting like I ain't in no relationship. In her mind, I ain't in no relationship with you. You ain't my husband. You ain't this and that. So when they came to her, one guy that really liked her, and he came to her and explained to her, and she kind of like was taken back, and she said, wow, she said she had to go home and really think about it because what he was saying to her, she didn't know how to receive it because that's not what she saw. That's not what she was looking at. That's not what, she know. So she thought about it and prayed about it. She said that she realized in that moment that she was really that disconnected from life that she couldn't see when a man really was liking her for her.
Facts.
He was trying to show her, but she wasn't receiving it because all she know is if you ain't showing the money, is the dollars and give me what I want, well, all this other stuff is obsolete.
Yep,
Can I ask a quick
self-sabotaging.
question?
Go ahead, Tina.
Okay, even like with me, right? I do act like a queen. Like I do everything I'm supposed to do. Cook, clean. If I'm with you, suck, fuck, provide, whatever. And the thing is I used to give everybody that opportunity, treat everybody the same. And now I just feel like I have nothing left to give because when you like you was talking about the friend zone dudes, like you try to give everybody a chance, but it seemed like everybody game the same. They telling the same shit to everybody. A lot of them are not healed. A lot of them actually hate women. A lot of them, I don't know. They don't even know what it takes to even be a man. Right. So it's like I'm doing everything I feel like I'm supposed to. And yes, I am that submissive woman. Long as you lead as a man, I'm going to submit as a woman. But if you're not taking on that role, then I have nothing to submit to because I agree with you ladies as far as like you're in a relationship where you the woman and the man, like what the fuck? And it's a lot. And that's why I have gotten to the point, I want to love so bad. I want to be in love so bad. I want to date with a purpose. I want to be married. I want me and my man to succeed. We gonna go through trials and tribulations, but trials don't mean cheating because that's one thing that's a deal breaker for me. And the thing is that nowadays it's just I don't know. I nowadays marriages are a joke, and the married men are single. So it's a lot. It's to the point I'm just like, I'm to myself and by myself. I don't put myself out there and I'm just like, whatever at this point.
It'll come. Don't worry, girl.
Hold on, let me say something. Let me say something.
Hold on, guys. Go ahead, Joe.
Go ahead, Joe. Stop opening up. Stop giving every man the same thing. Because I can tell you this because I had to learn that the hard way too. We open up and just let them in. As women, we have to stop doing that. We have to pay attention. So that's what I started doing. So it's like now I'm at this point. I dealt with this person for 7 years. I'm at my breaking point. I allowed so much. And like you said, we have to take accountability. I allowed it. I continued to let him come back. So that means everything I was doing, that's not what he's wanted. But now that I done shut it down, now he coming aggressively, but you wasn't worried about that when I was giving it to you. So I think at this point, because he's not a communicator, I like to express myself. I think at this point is a time where we have to take to ourselves and really get to know ourselves, love on ourselves. We know what we want. We know how we want to be treated. Let's treat ourselves like that so we can know how, so a man can know how to do that for the ones that may not know how to do it.
Amen. Go ahead, Joe.
That's the word.
That's the word.
like Vaughn said earlier, how does that look? Because you might feel like the way you think you should be treated is how you should supposed to be treated, but your way of thinking might be warped, and that's why you attract certain people or you can't get rid of dude, right? So
Facts.
how are
That
we?
all relies within the person, I think.
No.
Hold on. Hear her out, Brenda.
What I'm saying is that when you make statements like that, we don't really delve into that, because you have to really sit down and you have to really look in the mirror. My sister, I told her that she dated 3 guys within 6 months, and it was the same guy, right? She kept saying it was her, right? And I was afraid to have this conversation with her. It's you. You're the one that's attracting the same type of dude. What is in you that keeps attracting these type of dudes, right? Once you figure out what's in you that's attracting these dudes, then you'll understand what it is that you need. But before you, but we can't sit here and say I know what I want, because you don't know what you want, because you keep attracting the same type of dudes, right? Or you keep allowing yourself to be in the same type of situations. So you really got. I sat down and wrote down stuff about myself.
Mm-hmm.
I sat down and I said, you know, why do I do this? At certain times, I'm vulnerable, right? So I had to pay attention at the times that I was vulnerable, because when I was vulnerable, I started doing stupid stuff, right? I started just talking to anybody or letting my guard down. So I had to realize those times when I was vulnerable. Then I had to realize like what's in me that's attracting that type of situation. So then I had to really dig deep and figure out like the situations that I was in the past, right? Like Tina was saying, made me feel like all I deserved was that. And that's why I was attracting that. And that's why that was coming to me. So I had to sit down and say, Nat, you're a queen. And I had to look and research what a queen is. Nat, you deserve better. Even though you did these things, right? That doesn't mean that that's you, right? That's the past. That past don't define who you are. You know, a lot of people try to put me in a box because I have 4 kids from different fathers. They don't necessarily look at my accomplishments, right? But I had to realize that just because that happened, that doesn't mean I deserve less. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's what I was thinking, that I deserve less because people was telling me I deserve less. So until we have these real like Vaughn said, until we have these real conversations with ourselves, we're going to keep attracting certain type of men.
Okay,
That's a fact.
Joe,
Hold on,
Joe,
let me say
Go
I
ahead,
want,
something,
I
Joe.
right?
want, I want to hear
Let me
from
just
Joe.
get all around from what everybody was saying for the past, I don't know, however long y'all women been talking, right? First of all, black women are not queens. Cut that shit out, right? I'm gonna tell you why. Queens rob, steal, and kill to what they want to
Mm.
conquer other lands. Y'all not that. Black women to me is goddesses. They bring life.
Okay.
So stop calling yourself queens. Call yourself goddesses, because y'all bring. When a queen is in trouble, who she pray to? The goddesses. So be goddesses, right? That's the one. Two
Let
is
him speak.
stop giving men weapons to use against you. Stop telling them what you accepted in your last relationship. Oh,
Facts.
oh, he cheated on me, and I took him back, and you know what I mean. I give him another chance. In my head, I could cheat on you, and you gonna take me back. Oh, he hit me
Facts.
a couple times, but I love him. Now I know you get slick out your mouth and go upside your head, and I don't gotta worry about going to the post. You know what I'm saying? So stop giving men
Facts.
weapons
Exactly.
to use against you. You know what I'm saying? And we have to understand this: a good woman, you cooking, cleaning, all that, that's not a good woman to us men. That might what y'all think a good woman is, but you got to realize this: a lot of us men being raised by women, we know how to cook, clean, and do everything too. So
Ourselves.
now, so now we expect more out of a woman than that, because we know how to do it. That's just like we think a good man is paying all the bills and bringing income. No, that was a good man back in the 30s. We as men have to know how to communicate now, have empathy, show affection. So now our
Take
roles,
care of them
what we
kids.
say that again.
Take care of them kids.
Oh, I take care of my good. I don't even want them. If y'all want them, I'm giving them up for adoption, right? But
No,
but
baby, we
but
don't want
but we got to stop giving the opposite sex weapons to use against us.
And
You know, I,
Joe, I don't mean to cut you out, Joe. Just to expound on what he was saying, a man can smell when you vulnerable. A man can feel when you vulnerable. And so when you telling the dude things that Joe Pat, first of all, if I can give y'all free game respectfully,
Go
stop
ahead.
telling y'all new dude what y'all been through in the past.
to.
You went
Exactly.
through it, go through that shit, heal from it, truly heal from it. And I
yes.
think that's up to each and every last one of us to figure out what this healing look like. Like Natalie would say, what does healing look like for me? Everybody's situation is different. But yeah, stop telling these dudes because these dudes they'll use, especially when you tell a nigga, oh, what you don't bought and as far as financial contributions and what you don't did for, trust me, they will take advantage of you. Stop telling these dudes everything that you did with your past. You should be focused on, if you meet a new dude, y'all should be focused on from where y'all at now until the future. If that's what type of time
Mm-hmm.
y'all on.
Mm-hmm.
We need to stop basing our
I,
relationships on what society think a relationship is. That a man
yeah.
has to pay all the bills, that a woman has to take care of the house. Do what works for y'all. If 50-50
Facts.
works for y'all, do that. If both of y'all working and he pay all the bills and you put your money up to a savings to buy rental properties and both y'all cook and clean and do all that, do what works for y'all. Stop letting society tell y'all what a relationship should be. Because 9 times out of 10, the women that and the men that sitting there saying that, they single as fuck.
Facts.
I don't even be on social media because
Mm-hmm.
that stuff will have you mentally depressed. Okay. And all
Absolutely.
that stuff is lies because what we see, 10% of it is true. So I think I was dealing with this, trying to talk to this guy, and he was like, um, I don't post anything on social media. I don't know anything about you. You're not supposed to. And I'm not on social media like that. I've told you that plenty
Mm-hmm.
of times. If you want to get to know me, talk to me. That's it. That's
Yep.
it. But everybody want to be on social media trying to find out stuff about you. Talk to
Mhm.
me. What's the
Listen,
Yep.
you go on my social media, you're gonna be lost because I talk shit 1 minute, I be petty the next minute, I preach the
Facts.
next minute. So
That's
you be
me.
lost
Yep.
looking. They be like, man, what is this boy bipolar?
That's
Shut up,
me.
Peter.
That's me.
Hey,
Yeah.
But
me and Joe grew up together. He probably don't recognize who I am, but me and Joe grew up together, man. So
who's
listen,
this?
he been that this Vaughn man from the Barn Rush, bro.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
Nick brother, yeah, all that, yeah.
yeah.
But
I know you. I know who you is. Okay.
yeah, man. But yeah, like he like that. That just been him since as long as I knew him. You know what I'm saying? But I think one more important thing I want to add too is damn. Go ahead. Somebody, I don't lost my fucking train of thought. Man,
Lord.
I
I'm
will
getting
say
old, Joe.
that I I agree with the pillow talking as they would call it. I've never done that. I personally don't believe in talking about what I went through with the last person with the new person.
Mhm.
I personally feel I've always been like that as coming up. I don't never give a male or female no reason to have nothing to say about me because at the end of the day, it's only what you would allow and accept. That's each individual person.
Facts.
We've established that. But like Joseph was saying, what work don't kind of keep the naysayers out and not let social media dictate to you, like you said, what it should be. If I feel like if you like somebody and you guys connect on the same level and you can communicate effectively and have conversations to agree to disagree at times to where it doesn't have to get toxic, then go with that. Because
Right.
at the end of the day, life is too short. And if
Mhm.
you gonna let the simplest stuff keep you from living the happy, healthy, and life that you want, then I don't know what to say to you.
I remember what I was gonna say.
Oh,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I remember what I was gonna say. So social media. One thing I've noticed is social media has programmed all of us to a degree, some more than others, but social media has really distorted how we see love. relationships, what we think we should have, the type of people we think we should be with. That's one.
It's
Also,
the truth.
free game. This is free game coming from a man to women. Stop following the advice of y'all, and this may sound crazy, but stop following the advice of y'all single homegirls. Get around some married women.
Wait. I'm gonna disagree with that because some of these married women ain't happy, and they'll give you
Nope.
advice as well. That's fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
So,
No.
you
You're right.
so
You're right.
hold on.
But a lot of
I'm gonna have to
You have to
disagree with this.
women have to get around conscious women. Let's put it that
Successful.
way.
right.
Conscious
Yo,
women.
say it, Joe.
Right.
So
No, I ain't
so
talking about
Women,
any old
I done
married
been around some married women, and they ain't shit. No.
let me tell y'all. Right. And Tina can be my witness, right? Because Tina know me well. Before I got to talking to Tina and I got homegirls, right? I don't really hang with dudes. Let's make that clear. I don't even like hanging with dudes. I like hanging with none but women, right? So they used to get on me because they were like, Joe, you got a girl at your house, a different girl every night, and sometimes 2 or 3 different girls, right? And I was like, shit, it is what it is. Fuck it. They gonna come see this big house. They gonna want to move in, so they gonna try to fuck off rip because they want to move in. So then I go to the club and I got big Cuban links, so they already in their mind, he a winner. He white, he probably got good credit too. You know what I mean? So so but I never knew it was something wrong with me till they started telling me, Joe, you got some issues. And I had to
Really?
realize that I was sleeping with all these women for temporarily fix.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it was temporary loneliness. So you come, I fixed them that little hour, 2 hours. But then when you leave, I'm sitting there like, damn, I'm lonely again. So the mental loneliness was never fixed.
Right.
The physical was always being fixed temporarily.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So if I got around some hood rat little chicks and they was like, shit, you doing your thing, this, my mind would have been still in that, well, shit, I'm the man. I'm getting all these women. That's why I give so much salute when I talk to Tina, when I talk to LaShawn, when I talk to a couple of my homegirls, because they be like, Joe, you fucking up. Why you doing this? And they listen, they be holding me accountable like a motherfucker. And sometimes I be like, man, man, I'm straight, man, gone. They still be getting on me. So when a woman takes advice, don't take advice from a married woman because sometimes that married woman don't even want you married. She don't want what you got. She don't want to see you happy. That
Mm.
single friend wants you to be like her because she need homegirls to hang with. You need
Uh-huh.
to take advice from women that's conscious, that don't see jealousy in them to make you grow. And then
And that's
that goes
gonna
for
tell
men
you the
too.
truth.
Facts.
Mm.
Facts. And stop following people who ain't showing you no type of example of, you know what I'm saying, where they mindset at or what type of time they on. You can't just be following anybody. But one thing too I wanted to say too real quick. Also too, what this is what I've noticed is that women in general, generally speaking, of course not all women, but a lot of women really think they know what a man wants, and they get in these relationships
You don't.
and they do these things because they feel that that's what he should like. And I think that's something that needs to be a discussion maybe the next time or some OG. I don't want to hold y'all up too
No,
much
go ahead.
longer.
Go ahead.
Definitely something that we need to discuss because I find that when I do things for a man, right, it's the things that I would want him to do for me.
Okay, watch this. Hold on. I'm sorry for cutting you off.
And
Write
not
that down. Write that down, Natalie. We're going to talk about it Wednesday,
Right.
actually.
Watch this. Let me tell you something.
Wednesday. Mhm.
we gonna be on.
So some we have to learn each other's love language.
Right.
Let's be
That's what
clear
I was
about that.
just about to say
Okay,
before you
Because
cut me off.
we are. I'm sorry. I listen. I be
Yeah,
talking.
Joe,
I
you
just
want
be.
to come in and try to like say like you said it. I was just about to say it, but
Wait, go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish. Yep, she said it. I didn't say that, y'all. She said it. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
I'm gonna just go
So,
what Wisha was like on Wednesday, right? We can talk about how we do stuff to please other people and it's not their love language. We got to learn what a person like so that we can have better relationships, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Joe.
Right.
All right.
I got
I'm
you.
gonna
I
have
got
to.
you. I didn't want to cut you off. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna have to Google that.
Yeah, because
That love.
it's a
That love language. I'm gonna
It's
have to
yeah,
five
Google
because
that
of
one.
them. It's five.
Because
it's a
see,
general. There's a general standard of what men want in a relationship, and then there's men individually. Because of course, we all are not the same. You know what I'm saying? Just like all women are not the same. So I think if we can touch on that, OG, or at some point, have a conversation about what it is that men want versus what it is that women think men want. And I
Mm-hmm.
think once we come to some type of common ground and understanding as to what men want, like, because a lot of times y'all probably don't heard sex silent sandwich or some shit like that.
yeah.
No,
That's what, yeah, Tina, yeah.
I
Like
never
See,
heard that.
listen.
a man
Like,
wants you to make him a sandwich. Of course, a man want consistent sex, and a man wants you to be quiet every now and then. You know what I'm saying? Just learn how to exist and just be quiet. Of course, that's not saying, oh, shut the fuck up. You can't say nothing
listen,
at no
Vaughn,
point.
I'm tell you, I'm so different. I want my woman to be petty and talk shit. She gotta
Mm.
talk shit with me. You gotta talk shit. Boy, if you don't talk shit and you gonna let me run over you, I don't want you no more.
Yeah.
See, we all
You gotta
different.
talk shit
We
with
all
me.
different.
And then yeah, I know. And then my thing is I love for my woman to straighten me when I'm wrong. Because you can't let me lead you to hell. We both going there. You ain't telling me when we on the wrong path.
Right.
I'm gonna be passive aggressive.
Uh-oh.
You can.
Be
Yeah.
little dude, shut up, man.
Uh-oh.
Listen, yeah, listen. This ain't right now. Come on now.
I'm
Uh-oh,
gonna
But
be
Joe.
passive aggressive. That's what I'm gonna be. Yeah.
Hey,
she,
Natalie look like she'll hit a nigga with, I find it funny that. Hey, boy, she hit you with one of them, boy. Hey.
but
That's
see,
it.
but what
Forget about it. It's over.
what a lot of us men want, we really just want a safe place. And women don't understand that. We really just want a safe place. We want to know that we can sit there and lay on your lap and be vulnerable and tell you about everything. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And it's so hard to be vulnerable to a woman because let's be real. Black women be having some facial expressions. Y'all
Like
don't be
Natalie just
knowing it.
had.
See, look at that, right? And we come to you and
Hey,
tell you something that's very important, and y'all get that look. We shut down and we don't want to open up to you no more because now we
Boom. There
feel
we go.
ashamed.
We
hey,
we
but
gonna talk
Joe,
about
So you
that.
gonna
but Joe,
shut down because of a look?
no.
Yes.
It ain't even because of that. It's because a lot of when we are vulnerable, a lot of the things that we tell y'all, our deepest, darkest secrets, when y'all get mad at a nigga, y'all throw that shit right back in the nigga
And
face.
use that shit against us. Yes, y'all
You
Listen,
do.
know what I'm saying?
yes,
And
yes,
that's why
Yes,
men
y'all
shut
do.
down, but then y'all say y'all want a man to communicate. So it's like, damn, well, what is it? You know what I'm saying?
listen.
So hey,
Well,
Shane, write that on the list, baby. That's
Yeah.
going
Matter of
on the
fact, I'm
list.
doing
listen.
that right
Yes,
now. I'm doing that right now.
it's a facial expression, right? And I'm telling you from a man's standpoint, so you can fix it if that's the problem. Yes, it's a facial expression, right?
That too.
If we sit there and be open with you, your facial expression just as lethal as you coming out and say, "Boy, I don't want to hear that shit."
Yeah,
It
yeah,
holds the same value to us. It might not be none to you. It might be a shock or like ooh, but
Yeah,
we take
Joe. I wouldn't think that you guys would be turn like shut down for a facial expression.
yeah yeah
nah,
Yeah.
yeah
Yes.
yeah we will
Yes. If you just talk to us, you'll know.
because
There's certain
you got
things that y'all
because
do.
you got to remember we already was programmed as kids that we don't supposed to show emotion. We was already programmed as kids. We don't cry. We don't be soft. We don't do that. So when we sit there and be vulnerable and be soft with you, and you give us that look, like that's the look our mama and the older people used to give us when we was younger. Oh no, okay, well then let me suck this shit up then.
Mhm.
yeah. Or when we explaining our secrets and not secrets, but whatever it is that's sensitive and that's what I'm saying, vulnerable. When we explaining that, please, ladies, I would say learn how to listen. Listen to comprehend and not listen to respond. Like listen to try to rebuttal or whatever. Like if you
So you
man,
don't
if you
want
can
us to
listen,
say nothing.
huh?
That's
Huh?
so you don't when men talk to us, they don't want us to say anything. They just want us to sit
No,
there.
no, we
No, you're
want
getting
you
it
to
all wrong.
listen. We want you
We
to listen,
To
and like Joe say,
understand.
be empathetic. We want you to be, you know what I'm saying, sympathetic, and just try to understand where we coming from and just be a safe space, like Joe said. Be our safe space, because we need y'all just as much as y'all need us. You know what I'm saying?
Let
So
me
we
show
need
y'all women. Hold on. Let me show
to
y'all women something.
say something or
Right?
not say something. I'm confused because you
No,
said
listen. Okay,
you didn't
So
want
let
us
me
to
break it
win.
down to you. Let me break it down to
You
you.
want us to
Right?
be empathetic. So which one is
Let-
it?
Hold on. Let me break it down to you. Goddamn, camouflage.
I'm
Listen.
talking Vaughn
Right?
because Vaughn is the one that said we just
Listen.
need
I'm
to get there. And
No. But
I'm
I'm gonna break it down. I understand what he's
I'm
saying, so
just trying
I'm
to
gonna break it down
understand
because you know
Go ahead,
men and
Joe.
women communicate different. But
and
I
fix
get what he's saying.
questions.
When we sitting there being vulnerable, you know what I mean? Listen, we want you to listen, but yet we want to know from you saying, something like, "Damn, baby," or "I understand, baby. Baby, listen, I'm praying for you." You know what I'm saying? Show that you listen and not just sitting there in silence like you
Right.
mute. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
so
I'm just
we
gonna
we
rub it
want
on
you
your
to.
back. Is that okay?
Oh yeah, I love that. Listen, my love language is quality time and touch. Rub me, damn it. I might forget about what I was saying, but
Okay.
wait a minute, get a little lower. Yeah, that lower back. There you go. So, but we want you to say something, but we want to be heard more than you out speaking us. You know what I'm saying? Because come on, y'all women, y'all would sit there and talk a million miles per
and
hour,
and not
and
only
we'll just
that,
sit there and get quiet.
y'all always want the last word. Just let the man have the last word. No,
Yeah.
no, hold up. Just let the man. Just listen to the man and understand where he's coming from.
Hmm.
Okay. Instead of saying, "Well, this and that," just say, "Okay, baby, I understand." But however, you see, when we communicate, when people try to communicate nowadays, it's all about aggression. When you see that, oh, this and that, oh, this and no. Just listen to the person, understand where they're coming from, and then go ahead with your rebuttal, but in
What
a
if they
nice
ain't
way,
saying nothing?
huh?
What if they ain't saying nothing?
But
What
see,
you mean saying that?
but
Saying
look
nothing
at your
that you don't want to
expression.
hear?
Look
I
at your expression right now, Natalie.
I
Right
get
there
it.
would get a
See,
man mad.
you being
Right
I
there.
ain't gonna tell you. I'm gonna keep it all the way G,
I,
Natalie. You being, I know you joking around, but you being low key passive aggressive, and that would shut a man off. I'm just giving you free game.
I don't think
I'm
so.
giving. It would
If
shut
a
me
man
off.
ain't, if a
Go
man
ahead,
ain't
But
Tina.
talking
listen,
about
but hold on, y'all. The
if a
women
man
can't say
ain't
y'all
talking
don't think so.
this
Y'all
goes
getting
back
three
to
men.
this goes back to leading. Because if a man ain't talking about nothing, ain't nobody listening.
Oh
See,
no, no, no.
Joe's about to say something. Joe's about to say something.
wait.
It ain't about what you think he should be talking about. You know
I
what I'm
didn't
saying?
Listen,
say
See,
that.
y'all, because
listen.
a lot of the times we don't want to hear shit about y'all and y'all homegirls at work and y'all work stories and all that bullshit. But we listen to it. We sit down and we listen and we support y'all on that. You know what I'm
Okay,
Oh,
saying?
so
So you can't
hold
say,
on. Let Tina talk. Because
I'm
Tina
sorry.
been waving it like she in a pet rally. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Tina.
wait, I get the communication part because I am an effective communicator. I get the part where listen to understand, don't listen to respond, because some people when you're talking to them, they're just responding and not letting you get it out. And I am one of those people where if I'm talking and you don't allow me to get it out, I'm gonna shut completely down. I don't want to talk about it. In my head already is fuck you. And that's just how it
Wow.
is. And
Yeah.
even like if you give me those looks and all that, and you make me feel like what I'm
Hmm.
saying is not important, then I'm done. I'm completely
Yeah,
done with you.
yeah.
So I
Right,
am that person. I'm not even
Over
gonna
a
lie.
look, over a look.
right.
Yes.
Yes,
We gotta
It's
stop.
not, but it may seem little to you, but it's big
Yeah,
to a person who feels like they have never been heard.
facts.
So when they feel like they aren't being heard, especially like with me, I cut you off because it's like,
Now,
look, you
hold
can't
on,
have
Tina.
all
Watch
the
this.
common
Watch this.
sense.
Watch how I
You
explain
can't.
this.
But
Uh,
wait, let me finish. I'm
okay,
No,
I'm
like,
let him
you
sorry.
know,
finish,
in
bro.
my head, it's like, you can't have all the common sense. You can't always make it about you because it's like, when it's your time to talk, I'm quiet. When it's my time to talk, it's like a person always have something to say. Like, even on the show, like when you guys are all over talking each other, I'm just quiet because that's not effective communication.
My bad.
No, you're good. I'm just
She
trying to
just giving us
explain
an
me. I'm just explaining me.
All
Okay,
right. I love it. I
Natalie.
love it.
That's your name, right? Natalie Camouflage.
example.
What? Okay, because I'm on the phone,
Don't
I
do
can
it
barely
like
see
that.
anybody's name. Right? Listen, if say, God forbid this happens. Say you've been raped, right? And you come talk to your boyfriend, your man, a male friend, and when you explain it to him, he like, what you telling me for? Given that look, would you still continue to speak to him?
I guess like Tina was saying, I'm different because I actually have a problem with my facial expressions because I wear my
uh, I wear my emotions on my face, right? So it's hard for me to hide how I feel. So if
Okay, well, I'm gonna tell you
so,
what you do.
Joe, if somebody
Okay,
is giving me a facial expression, it wouldn't bother me as much
okay.
because I guess I know how I am. So that's why it is not a big thing to me as it would be for you. I like stuff like that don't bother me. But here's the thing, Joe. Like tonight is good because I would never have known that unless you said that.
Yeah.
Vaughn and Winchell had said that because to me it's nothing, right? Tina, it bothers her. To me, it doesn't bother me. To you, it bothers you. So this is where communication comes in
Yeah.
because at this point when I'm dealing with somebody, I need to let them know that I wear my emotions on my face and don't take it personal because that's who I am. I'm 40 something years old. That's not going to change. I have tried to stand in the mirror and give a blank face. I can't do it. I've tried
Listen, I'm gonna tell
because
you what you
I'm
do.
working on myself because people tell me about my facial expressions. So
Mm.
so what I do is now that I try to do the blank face, I try to minimize the conflict. So I let people know even when I'm doing hair because I'm face towards the mirror so people can see my face. I have to let them know. Look, it's nothing. It's just who I am. This is who I am. And I think that's fair because you know I'm 40 something. I want to change.
I mean, it's probably something you have to work on. That's
But
it. You just,
it's a hard
Listen,
thing to work on.
yeah,
when
that's
he,
all.
when,
That's
when
all.
he
I
comes
respect
when
that.
he comes talk to you, before you make that face, just put a pillowcase on your head. Just like, go ahead, babe.
I will not. You guys all
Go ahead, babe.
Or just close your eyes and lean
Yeah,
back. Yeah.
I'm just smile like this.
but you know, if a man wants to be with you, he has to accept that and understand you as well. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? But I'm just telling you from a lot of men, not just us three, a lot of men was shut down because of that.
I've been
You know
there.
what I'm
Yep,
saying?
you're right.
And the thing about that is when we shut down, we'll never open up to you again.
Right.
Not like that.
You
You're
know what
right.
I'm saying? And you know, because it's already hard for us to do it once, let alone try to come back and do it again. And once we don't open up to you, you might as well cancel the relationship because we're never gonna be happy with you.
Mm.
Now, now another thing, the benefit of that is if you can be our safe place and we open up to you, if the relationship never works, you will always be our good friend and we will do anything for you.
I guess that's why I can't get rid of them.
Oh gosh.
Now with that damn facial expression, shit.
My kids while they love me, they be low key mad because I won't get them the time of day. But we have a good friendship.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Mm.
listen. I'm like one of those home boys or girls, whatever you call them. Like let's ride.
Okay.
Woo. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Woo. Been here for 2 hours, boy. This is really good. I love it. I love it. But of course, our time is up. I want to thank everyone that's been on the show tonight. Tina, Natalie, Vaughn, man,
Yo,
OG, love you, man. Joseph,
appreciate it. Love y'all,
welcome.
man.
Yes, sir.
Welcome, Joseph. I appreciate the comment, man. People love you out here, man. I want you to come back every time, my man, if you can.
All
You know what I'm
right, for
saying?
sure. All y'all gotta do is just Tina invite me and then I'll come on. Shit, well, whatever
I,
then. Yeah,
I'll
don't be
send you.
Facebooking me then.
I'll send you the link.
He said, "Don't be Facebooking."
I'll send you the link. I'll probably friend you, Joseph, and then send you
Okay.
the link and so forth. And,
Most
you
definitely,
know,
most definitely.
and I
Okay.
want to thank my good co-host here, Shayna. You know what I'm saying? So we had a good, wonderful conversation. I hope everyone could actually come back to this video and actually learn something.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
for all the
learned
people,
something.
I
for all the
learned
people.
something too.
Oh yeah, I learned
And
something
Tina,
too.
and damn it, you ain't feeling sick no more. Where my phone call at?
First of all,
Hey, OG, I appreciate y'all having me, man. I gotta run.
All right,
All
man.
right, all right.
All right.
Hey, y'all take care, man. I respect everybody, man.
Thank
All
you
right,
for
man.
All right.
being
Have a
on,
good
Thank you,
night.
Vaughn.
We'll see you next time, everyone, man. Love you
All right.
guys.
All
love
right.
y'all
All right.
too.
Bye bye.
Good night.
Bye bye. Wait, you